Having a beautiful day. I have been enjoying shooting outside, so we're gonna shoot outside again. But we're probably gonna go for a walk at some point and head to a. Let me make sure I don't got nobody license plates. We're gonna head for a walk at some point, most likely, and find different locations that we're going to be sitting at. Today we're talking about the Cenat situation. I have so much to discuss on this, but I also want to talk about a new tax that the Biden administration is now enacting. I want to talk about that first. I guess we'll talk about that in the monologue, and then about the 5 minute mark, after we do roll call, we're going to get to the actual show, which is going to be about Casanet. Shout out to, let's give a shout out to everybody that dropped a comment before the show started. Shout out to Arthur D. Glass. He says, blessings this Sunday morning. Salute. This is our Sunday morning service. You already know what it is. Then he drops a cash app in the chat. Let me go real quick. I want to say something. There's a new tax. We're going to be talking about Casanet. Give me a minute. At the 5 minute mark, get your comments in right now. We're going to do roll call. So I want to say something real quick, and I want to be clear about this. So now apparently there's going to be a new tax. It's going to send your food prices up. What was I've been telling y'all for the last couple of years? I've consistently been telling y'all that food prices were going to continuously go up for various different reasons. And the reason why I've been telling you this is because I believe that this is actually a strategy. So I'm not a real big conspiracy theory guy. So instead of coming on the show and telling you what I consider to be conspiracies, what I do is tell you what I believe is going to happen. This is just another one of those things that I believed was going to happen. So therefore, I used to tell you, or we would talk about the mechanics of it while they were in progress. So basically, what's happening is our current administration is going to raise the taxes on cans used in canned foods. So real quick, so you can understand why one of the reasons why our food prices just recently went up, so you can understand why this is a big deal. One of the reasons why our food prices went up is because it became more expensive to be able to feed cattle. Just so we could be clear, the price of feeding cattle went up. So since the price of feeding cattle went up, now the actual farmer, the cattle rustler, whatever you call these guys, they have to raise the price of the individual cattle in which they're selling. So now, whatever the hell probably went for like 85 bucks. Now it's not going for 85 bucks. Now it's going for 150 bucks. So since now they have to raise the price on that, guess what else raises? The whole price of what everything costs go up the line. Guess who pays for it? The consumer. So this is a way of taxing the American citizen without actually taxing the American citizen, saying that you're being hard on corporations. You're not really being hard on corporations, because corporations is just going to pass the fee on to us. They're not going to absorb that. They're going to make us pay it. So when they send these prices up on cans, you know what's going to happen? Canned goods are going to go up. What's the thing that you need the most whenever there's a food shortage? So I'm assuming some of y'all going to be voting for Biden again, no matter what. Maybe you should rethink, uh, look for a different candidate that's a Democrat if you want to vote Democrat. I'm not telling you to vote outside of what you believe is the appropriate. I'm just saying maybe you want to choose a different candidate. That's all I'm saying. I'm not here telling you to vote for Trump. I'm not here to telling you to vote for a Republican. I'm saying maybe you want to choose a different Democratic candidate. If there's a different guy or different woman or different them, I don't know, whatever the hell the Democrats is into. So just so you know, canned foods is now, there's a tax, and I think the tax actually went through, it passed. Canned goods, basically, now it's going to make it more expensive for them to put them in the cans. The actual cans is going to cost more expensive. What do you think the company is going to do? Absorb that price, absorb that expense, absorb that, or do you think they're going to pass it on to the consumer? With that being said, let's do roll call and get to the show. Shout out to AP. He says top of the top, top of the top. Salute. You already know what it is. Shout out to Kareem Saeed. He says good morning, Jack. Good morning to the chat. Good morning to you, my brother. Salute. Hope everything is going well with you and yours. Now check this out. I need for you to understand what actually went on. So I did much more extensive looking into this. Now I'm going to explain two things. First, the location that they were at wasn't necessarily the issue or the problem. Just so we could be clear, what I believe the issue or the problem was is that the police wasn't notified before they were able to get there. Because what happens is when you're having a really big event, one of the things in which you need is to have you need to do the before work. You need to make sure that when the people show up, there's an ingress and an egress in order for people to easily get in and out. So there's no what's the main thing people argue about in New York City? You're in my way. I'm walking here. So you want to be able to so you want to be able to have some kind of system in place so people could go into wherever the place is and also be able to exit wherever the place is. You want to also have police presence there because just people sometimes seeing the authority figure might make them change their behavior a little bit. Might, you know what I'm saying? Might be like, you know what, let me wait for somebody else to act up. And as long as everybody is thinking that, nobody's acting up. Now, with that being said, I just want to be clear about this. From what I'm hearing, initially, when he started the giveaway, there was only 300 people there around, give or take. And that's who they were doing this thing with. So he probably was there having a good time, like, yeah, this is a win, this is a win. And then what happened was apparently a tweet or some shit, or maybe an Instagram post, some kind of internet post went viral. And when it went viral, that's when the area got flooded. Now, I got two things to say. The first thing is that dude is from the Bronx. So what do you think most of those people that flooded the area was down there to do? Just being honest with you. Now, before we go any further, I do want to tell you that the police is saying that there were people down there with fireworks. There was, I don't know if he said smoke bombs. I don't know what the fuck this guy was talking about. But basically, there was people down there with all types of things that you wouldn't bring if you was there to collect a freaking video game system, or if you was there to collect a prize of any kind. There was people that was specifically there. It seemed like they said to like Kareem just said in the comments, cause mayhem. And I also want to say something else, and I want to be clear about this. What you have to understand is this particular situation. Also, where's the defund the police guys at? Wasn't there like a whole community of activists that did a whole 2-year run about how the police need to be defunded? And now we just literally saw that situations can arise that they don't even have enough of the forces to be able to contain. Who told y'all defunding the police was a bad idea? I think it was this guy. I think this guy said that. And everybody said I was like, I don't know, hated black people or some shit. Not everybody, some idiots. A couple of people. Who's the guy that said we cannot defund the police? That doesn't make sense. What we need to do is start funding kids. We need to start funding the schools. We need to start funding programs to give kids alternative things to do other than hang out on the block. Who's been saying that for like the last 5 years, 6 years, however long we've been on the internet? Who's been saying that? Okay, this guy. Just so we can be clear. So basically, what had happened is that the tweet had went out, or whatever the F it was, and then it went viral. Hey. And then it went viral. And when it went viral, that's when the area got flooded. The police, whoever the officer was that was speaking at the podium, basically said they had thousands of people down there. Shout out to Rich, salute. Said they had thousands of people down there. Thousands. Now, I just want to give you an understanding of how chaotic that situation had to have been. So you have thousands of people in this area right here with a whole bunch of ruckus happen necessarily in the middle. And all of the police is on the outskirts of this situation, fighting to try to get into the middle of said situation. So apparently about 60 people were arrested and 30 of them were minors. I'm surprised 60 of them wasn't minors. So there was 30 people down there that got arrested that was whole adults or at least over 18 and should have knew better. Let's go into some more of the antics that were happening for the people that don't know. So down there, they have a lot of restaurants that you eat outside on the sidewalk. The kids was running and grabbing people's foods and plates and just taking them. And sometimes throwing the plates at the police officers, apparently. I want to know if somebody like threw a plate that had like a chicken drumstick on it or some shit, and the police officer just caught it and bit into that shit. AP said there was some definitely down. There were some definitely down for the chaos and opportunity. Dude, nobody ain't stupid. Everybody knows I might not be able to get a damn PlayStation. All of those people showed up. They know that these guys don't have that many PlayStations. Why do you think they were down there? Rich says, my thoughts on the car situation, that was dumb and not thought out. Absolutely agree. But on the other hand, that's a display of the power we can hold to mobilize for good purpose. The government don't want us to mobilize as a people. I agree with both of your points. I agree with both of your points. And you're literally leading into the next thing that I was just explaining when I was just telling you that the police had to fight into there. Kai is going to be in trouble because Kai is going to be in trouble because NYPD and the government is now scared. Fucking mosquito. I hope he got your ass that time. Because the government is scared. You do understand this, right? You do understand the government is fearful now? The police, NYPD, is fearful. They were just in a situation where there was nothing that they can do. They were just in a situation that because they wasn't alerted beforehand, they couldn't even set up the appropriate barricades and things in order to be able to keep control. Do you remember the other day when I was talking about 42nd Street? You want to know what the biggest difference between 42nd Street and Union Square is? 42nd Street also has military and a police station on deck right there. All the D glasses that grabbing the chicken and bited itself. You see the anime? That would have been funny as shit. Somebody would have threw a plate at the police officer. He would have caught the freaking thing and just ripped out him and then stared at him, stepped forward and stared at him. If I was the kid, I would have just said, you win this time, gadget. And I would have turned around and got the hell up out of there. So I need for y'all to understand that was a scary situation. Do you understand how many police officers probably got injured? Do you understand how many police officers probably got injured, fam? And we don't even know about it. Do you know how many people got injured and we don't know about it because they didn't report it to the police on scene? They just went to the hospital. You know how many other people got injured that didn't go to the hospital because we black folk, we don't go to the hospital unless we got to. Them niggas is expensive. Shout out to Tory Mosey. He says Kyle will be promoting presidential candidates soon. That's a fact. To keep the government from hating them. No, that's a fact. They're gonna make them push. They're gonna make them push Biden. I promise you. He should have alerted the city or booked a secure venue. 42nd Street, for the reasons why I keep explaining, would have just been better. But they couldn't have known that this was going to happen. And that's what I believe that his defense is going to consistently be. We couldn't have known that this was going to happen. We sent out whatever we sent out. 300 people arrived. That's the number we projected. We projected to between 3 to 500, or between 250 to 600 people, or some number like that. That's what we projected. That's what showed up. We had no idea about this other thing that happened. We're as pissed off at those people that reposted us. Could we're thinking about filing some injunctions against them. Yeah, you got to be on it like that, fam. What are you talking about? Them niggas, they shouldn't have reposted us. We just sent out a post. It got reposted. The tweet went viral. We had no control over that. We have no control over the internet. We're as mad at these guys as you are. I think we should all sue Twitter. You know what? It was Elon Musk's fault. You had to do something, fam. I don't know what it's gonna be, but all right. So, more serious point. So what you have to understand is, since there was no police presence there before, in the beginning, it made it impossible for them to control the situation, because the situation was already bananas. It was already sideways. But if they would have been able to be there, they could have stopped it from getting to the point where it was already uncontrollable. Because what you think happened when they was pulling up and there was barely no police there and the shit was crowded, niggas was hitting their people like, yo, you got to get over here. You understand? I mean, be mindful. Understand how the streets work, for real, for real. This is why I keep trying to tell you, y'all gotta... It's a fine line between allowing your child to grow into the person that they're gonna be and giving them enough guidance that they go down the right path. It's not easy. I know sometimes I speak and I make it sound like this is something that's easy. It's not easy. It's a very difficult thing. I understand that sometimes I make it sound like it's, but it isn't. It's a very difficult thing. It's literally one of the most difficult jobs that a person could have, considering it's not an actual profession and doesn't bring you any money. But it is 100% one of the most difficult jobs that a person can have, unquestionably. So I say all of this, I say all that to say this. Listen, I say all that to say this. To have so many kids in one area that was so unruly, that's so much proof that we don't have enough discipline in our community. That's all I'm ever speaking on. We need more discipline, not more punishment. People confuse the two. People think we need more punishment. We don't need more punishment. We need more discipline. We had thousands of kids and young adults, as per the police, congregate to an area, and it became so unruly that the police couldn't control it. That's a lack of discipline. They're definitely going to be writing some bills and some laws confirming this, concerning this. Absolutely, they can't allow for something like this to be something that could be possible again. They got to put an end to this immediately. First of all, just so we could be clear, dude just does YouTube. And I'm not saying just does YouTube like to push YouTube down, saying you got artists like Beyonce, you got artists like Jay-Z, they do a million things. You got artists, you got people like 50, he do a million things. This guy only does one thing, really. And predominantly black. I'm just going to say kids from the hood. We don't know what kids was down there. And the Bronx is not predominantly black. That's what I keep trying to tell people. If you never lived in the Bronx, you don't know. But the Bronx is really not predominantly black, man. Not like that. Like, there's areas of the Bronx that there is no blacks living in, damn near. Like, it's very, very few blacks. When I was growing up, there was this spot called Little Italy. Black people didn't even walk through there. They didn't walk through our neighborhoods either, because you get whooped. But if we walk through their neighborhood, it's the same situation. Little Italy still exists. It's over there next to St. Barnabas Hospital. Funny story. That's literally where the library is. So I used to have to walk there to go to the library when I was a real little kid. And I guess since I was just a little kid, you know, I didn't even look like I should have been outside alone in the middle of the night when it was dark and shit. Because that's why nobody ain't never did nothing to me, and whatever the case is. Also, I just went everywhere by myself. Fuck it, I had no choice. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, so as we could get some shade over there, I'd go over there. There's no shade. My phone is gonna get dumb hot. And this isn't plugged in, and it's already burning up. Sheesh. Reflection. So also, there's something else I wanted to talk about before I got into the next aspect of this. Also, yes, that tax thing is still up for discussion. Keep it in the chat. Hold on, give me one moment. Drop all of your questions and everything in the chat. I'll be right back. All right. It said if you go deep in the Bronx, they have an Italian community. Yeah. Bronx has everything, fam. The Bronx has every race of people got a community in the Bronx. Damn near. I keep trying to tell people that, and it's been like that. This isn't nothing new. You understand what I'm saying? Like, almost every race of people got a community in the Bronx, fam. And this is nothing new. It's always been like that. That's why the Bronx is just different, fam. It's just a whole lot of different like cultures and everything just like melded together. You understand what I'm saying? It's different, man. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So what do you think is gonna happen from them restaurants that got ransacked? What do you think is gonna happen to them food trucks? They beat one dude up, one of the guys that was like a vendor that sells like out on the corner. The dude got beat up. You see him with a busted head like this, and people rob from the spot. What do you think that they're gonna do? These people that's their lifeblood. These people that they need that money every day. You understand what I'm saying? What do you think these guys is gonna do? You think they're just gonna lay down, or you think they suing somebody? You think they suing the city also? Because a lot of these people are gonna also probably sue the city. You think they suing the city also? I mean, what you think the city gonna do? What you think the city is gonna do? I'm just asking. Because this is the thing that I think people forget. Everybody always wants to be defensive of people that do bad behavior. But if we're always defensive of people for their bad behavior, then we're never holding people responsible. So y'all never holding people responsible for their behavior. The children is seeing this. The children is seeing if you a good person, you get killed. They hate you. The children is seeing if you got bad character, they love you. If you want attention, have bad character. If you want to succeed in life, have bad character. You don't think the kids are seeing this? How do you think Jake Paul becomes as famous as he is? Shout out to Jake Paul, I'm not hating. But how do you think he becomes as famous as he is? I just specifically want to name somebody that wasn't black, because this isn't a black or white thing. This isn't a thing of color or gender or anything. This is just a thing about principles and integrity. That's what this is about. This is not about this. This is about principles and integrity. Because I'm pretty sure there was plenty of kids that were not black that was down there behaving as such. But black kids are going to get all the blame because we're seen as the savages. So we're not going to do that. I'm pretty sure if y'all go look at them freaking videos or whatever, you're going to see a lot of mix. You're going to see a totally mixed group. Are you going to see some of the black kids yeah, I mean, what the hell? Who's usually the leaders? With all due respect. And if you want to argue me and say that I'm being racist in some type of manner or in some type of way, who was one of the greatest musicians of all time that we all say in our lifetime in the last 40 years? Michael Jackson. Who's one of the greatest athletes of all? We're going to consistently name black people. Whenever we talk about the greatest of something, he was the greatest computer programmer, probably Steve Jobs. There you go. That's kind of sad, actually. I did not mean to make that point. Yeah, I did not mean to make that point. That's actually kind of sad. When we talk about our people who stand out, it's, you know, for certain things, but when we talk about how other people stand out, it's for different things. And it's like, why can't we stand out for those things also? I mean, we got Eminem. Like, we got some guys on the other side. Like, what the fuck, fam? Anyway, but Eminem actually proves my point. Because Eminem's influences. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to what we're talking about. We only at the 27-minute mark, so we still in the conversation. So I want to say this. I just want to a couple of points I want to get to before we get to the end of this and we open it up for more discussion. One of the things I want to say is this, and I just want to hit this home before I get all the way off of this point. The police were in danger. Cenat put the police in danger. So expect for there to be consequences. Besides putting the police in danger, that particular area, that neighborhood where all of this happened at, that's not the type of neighborhood where you want these things to happen. First of all, have you ever heard of NYU? Yeah, so that's their campus. So Cenat has problems. You do understand this, right? So you have heard of NYU, one of the most prestigious schools on the planet. Schools that consistently get mentioned in movies because just saying NYU as a university legitimizes whoever it is, the person that went there. You do understand this. So that's part of their campus is over there, by the way. And when I say that, you do know that that means that they pay taxes in that area. I believe schools pay taxes like that, right? Still, right? Because they keep the area. One of them bugs. So you know how they have to take care of. Got your ass. I killed one over there, so another one just came and attacked me. You see, he tried to strike me on that side, and he came back over here. Nah, them bugs eat our trees. Screw y'all bugs. It's gonna take more y'all than that to take me down. My apologies. I'm not trying to make myself laugh and shit. All right, let's get back to it. So I want to be just clear about this. So that's NYU's campus, fam. So besides just being NYU's campus, so that's a prestigious place, everything else, boom, 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 right? Do you know the type of students that go to NYU? Do you know the parents of some of these students that go to NYU and their possible influences across America and the rest of the globe? Do you know that there was many people injured? Some of them just didn't report it to the police. They just was winding up and took themselves to the hospital. Now think about how many people got injured and didn't go to the hospital because they didn't deem it serious. So this was a situation. I'm with the people that's mad. I'm not with the people that think this wasn't a big deal. I'm not with them. I think that this was a huge deal. I think this was a huge deal. I think we got to be better than this. I think if we could organize that type of disruption, why can't we organize something that isn't that helps our situation? So we can organize all of these young adults and kids to go down there, for whatever their purposes were, because obviously they organized themselves. Cenat didn't tell them come down here and act a fool. He didn't do that. You understand what I'm saying? But we can have this type of energy and pressure for something that isn't going to bring us any benefit as a community. But if you ask us to work together towards something that's going to benefit us, and I'm not saying black people, I'm talking about the people in our communities just in general. If you ask for us to work together to make a thing happen that's going to benefit everyone, we just can't do it. Nobody wants to work together. Last but not least, we have 32-minute mark. Last but not least, put your comments in the chat, and we're gonna change up at this last. After I make this last point, it should be past the 36-minute mark, and we can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. All right. So last but not least, what up, Cat? Last but not least, I want to be clear about this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. He's gonna get hit over the head. All of these people that got damages, when they go to the city is going to come to him. I'm going to say this again. All of these people that got damages, when they go to the city is going to come to him. So I want to make this clear, because this is something that I'm consistently trying to say. His own community might have just destroyed his whole platform. Now, what I look for that to happen is for some big people with a whole bunch of money to come bail him out, and then because they bail him out, now they're going to use him to influence, or use his influence to push agendas. That's what I expect to happen, just so we could be clear. But his own community took him down. The people that support him, the people that probably donate to his platform, the people that buy his merch, the people that spend money with him, they took him down. And I'm 100% sure that if you try to say anything to any of these people that was involved in that, the majority of them, if you try to say anything to these people, the majority of them is going to defend their position and say that if he didn't want them doing that, then he was wrong. This is how you lose followers. This is how you lose subscribers. When they're doing something that you're like, I'm trying to take us somewhere. I'm trying to take us somewhere. In order for me to be able to take us to that place, because you enjoy the content, in order for me to be able to take us to that place, I need for y'all to not do this or not do that because it's fucking up the flow. And then you lose subscribers. Then you lose followers. His own people just took him out, fam. His own people, not nobody else's people. His own people. I need you to realize what actually happened. His own people. Now do you understand when this is the shit I'm constantly talking about. This happens to YouTube channels and Instagram influencers all the time. It just never happens at this level, where their own community does something that destroys the community or messes up the platform. And it's not, and this is the second time we've spoken about this, by the way. We spoke about this about 2.5 to 3 years ago when it happened to somebody else's platform, something similar, where their own people did some weirdo shit and it hurt them. Sometimes it's your own people, fam. Sometimes they don't know what they're doing is hurtful. I understand that. But you also can't tell them because they don't want to hear it. Sometimes it's your own people. His own people did this to him. Because he can't. I'm going to say this much. When I seen pictures of dude at the event after shit went wild, he looked scared. But I don't think he was scared like he's going to get hurt. I think he was just thinking about the consequences to come. This is not what we was trying to do. This is bananas. What the fuck? Saeed said he got a ticket. He got 2 charges against him currently. One of the charges is inciting a riot, and the other charge is unlawful assembly. So those are the 2 charges I know about: inciting a riot and unlawful assembly. And just because the fact there was people that came down there with things like firecrackers and other things that could only be considered as trying to create what dude said earlier, mayhem. I don't think there's no way he can get out of this. Like, he needs somebody to give him a pass. He needs somebody to give him a pass, fam. Like, he can't just get out of this. Everything falls back on the word intent. What up, Tori Mosley? Intent, that's a fact. Everything goes back to that. You ain't saying nothing wrong. You're saying 0 things wrong, fam. But this is why you got to be careful. Because when you get in situations like this where the only people that could get you out of the situation is somebody that's going to need for you to do something that's contrary to who your character is, then you got to decide whether you're going to go with the consequences and just say, fuck it, or if you're going to go take the help. And if you take the help, you can't be you no more. I don't want the help. If I can't be me no more, that's not going to work, because I don't even know how to not be me, fam. So that's not going to work. Like, it's just not going to work. We're not doing that. I'm not even going to try that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to work. Like, if I tell you, yo, you know what? I'm going to stop being me. And I tell you I'm going to just do things that involves me not being me. This is not going to work. I'm sorry. It's not something I can do. Morning.
Good morning.
All right. Yeah, there's not something I could do. It's just not going to work. She sounds like she whipping them eggs. I hope I'm not too loud out here. I'm gonna ask her. I think I'm too loud. Hope I'm not too loud. She in there whipping them eggs. I think she's complaining like, that motherfucker out in front of our window. She probably is it. But we're gonna probably try to find a better spot. It's early. It's their day off and shit. I just, as you notice, I'm trying to talk low. I never try to talk low. Yeah, normal. She should have been mad about that. That was terrible. I didn't know that happened. I was very upset about that. Put anything else. We at the 40-minute mark. Anything else you want to discuss, put it in the chat. But I do want to say this, and I want to be clear about this. That was his own people, his own community that screwed up and messed it up for him. And I don't think anybody wanted to screw him up. I don't think anybody was like, yo, let's go do this thing and we're going to fuck Casanet over, whatever. I don't think nobody thought like that. That's the thing. I don't think nobody thought. You understand what I'm saying? People went down there, they saw people doing whatever, and they thought, you know what, I can get away with something. That's the mentality we got to get out of here. We got to get that mentality out that I'm going to do whatever I could get away with. See, this is the thing that we got to understand. Real power is having the ability to do something, but knowing when not to. I'm going to say that again. Real power is having the ability to do something, but knowing when not to. You have no power if you don't know when not to do something, even if that thing that you can do is powerful. You have no power because the real power lies in the control of the weapon, not the actual weapon. That's where the real power lies, in the control. It's not in the actual weapon. If you want to see a great example of this for y'all basketball players out there, do you see how slow Luka Doncic is? He's slow as hell. But he's mastered what he's doing, so he doesn't need to be sped up. He doesn't need to move faster than he wants to because his weapon is that sharp and he has that much control over it. So the real power isn't in the strength of the weapon. It's in the mastery of it. It's in your ability to be able to control said weapon. Just something to be mindful of and to think of. If you want another good example, I'll give you Bruce Lee. What Bruce Lee weighed at his heaviest? Like 140 something? If you just want another example, one is a little bit more brute force-ish. Right? So it's in the mastery of the weapon. It's not in just having said weapon. If you want to know a movie that is proof of that, or a movie that could lend to a good representation of the idea, Flaming Swords. What's the name of that movie where they had the jade sword or some shit like that? Flying Swords or some shit. When they was doing all the high rise and shit, and they had the one scene where they had the girl with the she had the jade blade or the jade sword, whatever it was called, and it was breaking all the other girls' weapons. Do y'all remember? The shit was breaking all the other girls' weapons, so she had to keep switching out her weapons. But she was the master. She had better mastery over the weapons than the other girl had, but the other girl had a stronger sword. And at the end of the fight, what she did was she allowed for the girl to break her sword in order for her to be able to cut her with the broken end of the sword, but she didn't actually cut her because she didn't want to kill her. She just showed her, even with a stronger weapon, I'm better than you at this. So it's the mastery of it, whatever your weapon might be. It's not the strength. Can't remember the name of that movie. Good movie. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. He says in Jokic, those Euros know what spots to use on the floor. Because we don't practice right over here. I'm going to tell you why Europeans is killing us. We're doing, all of these kids know the same moves, man. They go to the camp. They all learn the same moves. They all do the same thing. They don't have none of their own personality. You got to allow for the player to put their own personality into their moves. That's important. That's what I do. I put my own personality into my moves. You need to be able to make whatever the thing that you're doing yours. Whatever it is. You need to be able to make it yours. You should be happy about who you are. However you do that thing, you can do it in a way that no other human being could do it. Even if they do it better, they can't do it the way you do it. As long as you put your personality into it. That's like the main thing that I try to encourage. I was at the park playing with the kids a couple of weeks ago, probably like last week or whatever. So there was another kid there. So one of the things they like doing is now everybody's an expert at basketball. So every time we're at the courts and I'm saying something to the kids, you got 5 or 6 other voices that also want to give advice. So I got to keep telling people, one voice, man. You can't tell somebody 6 or 7 things to process on one play. You overloading their brain. One voice. And anyway, half of the time that's neither here nor there. So basically, I'm not trying to encourage them to do nothing in particular. I want them to grow into the player that they want to be. Uh, I am fortunate to have a lot of different moves in my bag, so I just do moves. And whenever I see any of them try to copy a move, I do that move more. That's it. That's all I do. I do the move more and I do the move slower so they can pick it up. Whenever I see any move that they like. The young girl out there, she like doing step backs. So I make sure that whenever I see her out there and she's watching, I do different types of step backs. That's a fact. We got 2 young kids out there that they like turnaround jump shots. So I make sure I do my turnaround jump shot a lot. There's another kid that like my dirt. So I make sure I keep that shit fashion. You understand what I'm saying? There's another kid that likes my Jordan turnaround. So I make sure that you know what I'm saying? And then I might show a different move here and there. And if they like the move, I do it more and I do it slow. And I make sure I do it dead in their face and I do it as slow as possible. And I let them pick it up at their speed. If they don't like it, they don't like it. If they like it, they like it. But when they become teenagers, they're going to have sauce. While these other kids all went to the camps. They need to go to camps too. Don't get it confused. But while these other kids all went to the camps and they just robotic. I told you my gaucho thing, right? So when I was a kid, I played against a lot of kids that played at gauchos. We're going to move off of this topic, but I just want to explain this real quick. So I played with a lot of kids that played at gauchos. For everybody that don't know, gauchos is a legendary Bronx gym in the Bronx. It's on 149th Street. It's right off of 149th Street over there like on Walton or some shit. So, Walton or Girard or some shit. So, I used to play against, because I lived in that area. So I used to play against a lot of them kids growing up. And they all had a couple of things that were similar. And because they had these couple of things that were similar that they all did all of the time, it made it easier for me the more I played against them. So I might have never played against you a day in your life, but there's these other 3 dudes from Gauchos that I've been playing for like the last 3 or 4 weeks. I know what you're gonna do. You jump real high, I got it. You always want to do the super high jump shot, like they don't shoot set shots. It's always jump as hard as you can and shoot at the top of your jump. Like they just all do certain things. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what the coach taught really hard. He didn't allow for them to put their own personality into it. So I used to cook them niggas. Not all of them. Some of them gave me problems because some of them just was, you know, really athletic and talented. Like, these niggas was not bums. These was really good players. They used to cook everybody, fam. I've had niggas come get me when these niggas show up at the park. You understand? Like, these niggas was cooking people. They was not bums. I don't want nobody to think I'm saying that. These guys was good players. And there's been a couple of times where they got the best of me. I didn't win every battle. We're not saying that either. But I won more than my fair share. That's a fact. Even when they was more than one of them on the same team. They used to do this drill where they would put, the heavy bag, the heavy bag that the boxers use. They used to do this drill where they used to put it on their shoulders and they had to run laps. So all of them dudes jumped out the gym. All of them. it was ugly. I'm serious. I'm out there playing against a dude this tall that could dunk backwards. Like, he's just like throwing it back like boom. These dudes just windmilling it and everything. This fucking tall, fam. These guys was problems. Um, I enjoy playing against all of them, by the way. I never got along with any of them. None of them. None of them were my friends. But I enjoy playing against all of them. Absolutely all of them. I enjoy playing against them. Sprewell, right here. Sprewell. I enjoy playing against y'all. I need y'all watch this shit, see this shit, and know who I am, whatever the case is. I enjoy playing against y'all. That was always good competition. They had a kid at the park the other day. I'm talking my shit right now. We'll get back to everything. If you got a question about the topic, put it down there. But I'm just talking my shit right now. So we was at the park the other day, and they had some new dude that came through the park. He was pretty nice. He was about 6'3", 6'4". He was pretty nice. If we could get these guys to come through, like all at the same time and play, if I'll fucking just record. Especially we get Ant out there. Get that dude out there, a couple of them other guys that fucking play basketball. I'm gonna record. I went out there to see if anybody was out there yesterday. I didn't see nobody when I went out there, but I think they come out there later in the day because one of them is a DJ. So I gotta wait for him to get off of work. I should talk to him about going up in his spot. Maybe we go hang out with them one day. He DJs inside of a beach club. The park over here where I'm at, I'm talking about. If I could get them to come out to the park like all at the same time so we could get some real basketball going on. There's a couple of people out here that just act good at basketball also. Don't get it confused. But I want to play good basketball. Also, this park is short enough for us to be able to do. I don't have a time yet. I don't even got a date. I'm just talking about it. I'm trying to talk it. I'm trying to talk it into existence. I'm trying to manifest it. So just so we could be clear, if we could get everybody together, I think that'd just be good basketball for him, for real. There's like good players out there too, but here we got a short park. So that means that since we got a small park, we could just play more games. They're going to be faster. As long as we don't got those people on the court that like, as long as we don't got chuckers on the court, like as long as we got ball players on the court, it's going to be quicker. When we got chuckers on the court, people that just like chucking and stuff like that, that just makes the game long, especially if you got one on each fucking team, man. That just makes the games long and boring. All right, Jonathan M., you should pull up. What day you pulling up today? I plan on playing basketball today. You pulling up today? You pulling up today? If you got some ballers, we could start a league, fam. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm trying to manifest shit like that. And whenever I'm trying to manifest, the haters come in here and then y'all don't help me try to manifest it no more. I'm trying to manifest this shit. Maybe we could start a league and maybe the SPD, the police in here, we could start a league and the police in here could have their own team. the FDNY could have their own team, and the freaking regular Coney Island police, they could have their own team. Then we have our team. And, you know, and then maybe we get 2 more teams, you know, we get 6 teams, 2 brackets, 3 teams apiece. The top two teams, we have a short whatever season. The top 2 teams go to play each other. The top 2 teams in each side play each other in the semis, and then the conference finals. Pardon me. Then the conference finals, and then you have the finals. All you need is 6 teams. That's it. It's that simple. And I just named you 3 teams that we could possibly get. They could possibly just be on their own side. So they could just always be on their own side. It's the city against this. Wait. Yeah, and one side could be named the city and the other side could be named the hood. That's a fact. That could be our 2 conferences, the city conference and the hood conference. Y'all don't think that'd be interesting? I think that'd be interesting. Teams 8 players apiece. No, not 8 players. Teams 6 players apiece. 4 players on the court at a time. All right, you gonna stop by? It's cool. Stop by. Because we got a gym. Especially if they decide to use the gym, we got a gym. Like, this is some shit that we could just have a thing. We have a whole gym, fam. This isn't something that we just got to hold. But if the gym, I don't know how large the court is in the gym. I guess we're going to have to change the parameters. If the gym is a regular size court, then yeah, then we got to have a regular size court. We have to open up certain things. Anyway, neither here nor there. But yeah, but there's good players around here, fam. But that shit is frustrating when you got two chuckers. You got a chucker on each team that got to come down and just throw the ball up. And then, you know, the game, it makes the game longer and boring. Niggas don't want to play after that. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I'll be right back. Hey, you know what? We also got some EMS people down here. They might want to have their own team. You don't never know. Yeah, but our gym ain't open yet, though. I think it's still doing some renovating on the gym. But the gym is the thing. The gym is the shit, man. If we get the gym open, the gym is the shit, but gotta figure out, especially if we can figure out a way to make the anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's try to manifest one thing at a time. What y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. But yeah, definitely. I'm going to definitely hoop today. Probably put some of it on camera. Y'all want to walk around there and see how our court looks so you can understand what I'm talking about? Because I don't think y'all really... Well, I'm trying to tuck my shirt in, but I'm tucking into my underwear. That shit does not... We're not here for that. But definitely going to go film. Probably some basketball today. Probably be out there like around 2. Depends. I don't know. We're going to see how it shake out. We're definitely going to be out there around 2. And another reason, I don't think I could even film in Kaiser like that too tough. Because I just thought about something. I need to figure out a way to bring something to put shade onto my phone. Because my phone can't just be sitting in the sun like crazy. You understand what I'm saying? So if I was to go film basketball, and sometimes we film basketball, we out there like 3 hours. Like, I don't know how that's going to work out. I'm going to have my battery plugged up. That's going to make the phone hot. It's going to be on, which is going to make it hot. And it's going to be sitting in the sun. So I don't know the... So I'm a little concerned if you can understand that. I'm going to be out here. I'm going to be out there around 2 o'clock today. I'm going to be here around 2 o'clock. Hello. I'll be out there around 2 o'clock. Yes. I told you my neighbors like keep trying to tell y'all that. I keep trying to tell you that, fam. Also, make sure when you come in, you tell them you come in to play basketball. That's important. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna be at. Also, Kaiser Park don't have enough trees where they play basketball at. They need more trees over there, man. Because the wind blows through the trees, and then when it hits the leaves, it cools off the air. But there's no freaking trees near the basketball court over there. There's not enough trees near the basketball. There's no trees near the basketball court. So there's no trees for the wind to blow through and cool the air off. So it's just hot over there, uncomfortable, fam. I don't know how they. I just don't. I mean, that's the park they got. So it is what it is, and it's a dope park. Also, let's not get it confused. It's a huge park. Shout out to the city, but the people that constructed the park, I wish they knew more about other things, like, those conditions. I wish they was aware or cared. What else y'all want to talk about? That kind of situation is crazy. But his own people, his own community screwed him over. Had kids out there, they dancing on top of cars, fam. Then they had one dude drive off. This is really what's gonna screw Kai up. Pay attention. Pay attention. One dude drove off. Kai drove off, and there was people on top of their vehicle. And the person that fell off is allegedly in critical condition currently. Allegedly, the person that fell off of Kai's vehicle is in the hospital and they're in critical condition. Yeah. That part. That part. Tory Mosley said the rapper found in a Malibu barrel was a retaliation for Pop Smoke. I don't know anything about that, my brother. You're just saying that right now. First I'm hearing of it. Tell me what you know. Tell me what you know. First I'm hearing about it. I'm going to go see if our spot under that tree. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. I'm going to go see if there's a car near that spot under the tree. We're going to go to the spot under the tree. Be right back. Let's see if there's no car. Good morning. How you doing today? Good? TMZ just reported the rap was connected to the guys who killed Pop Smoke. Well, I mean, okay, but they think that's the reason. He could have, I mean, all right, it is what it is. My brother, I'm not too loud in the morning right here. I'm not too loud. When I'm in the morning out here, I think this might be disturbing people. I don't know how. It might be disturbing people. We're gonna try to find a better spot in the morning, maybe. I don't know. I like being outside while we still got some of the sun. I haven't been outside in a while. Good people right here. All of my neighbors is good people. That's why I don't want to disturb them. They're good people. What else we talking about? Put it in the chat. What's this charge? What else we talking about? Put it in the chat. So yeah, so that's what they're saying. I don't know anything about that. You're just putting me on the game right now. But I will say this, just so we can be clear. If they has something to do with the people that was involved with Pop Smoke situation, what makes you don't think that he also was involved in other situations that had nothing to do with Pop Smoke that this could have been retaliation for? That's all I'm asking. Are they saying specifically that they have intel that pushes this directly to this individual, or are they just saying that this individual has some type of relationship with the individuals that were arrested in regards to the Pop Smoke situation? Also, this might be retaliation for the Pop Smoke situation. I just need a little bit more. Is that fair? I just need a little bit more. Is that fair? This might 100% be retaliation for Pop Smoke, though. That's a fact. I'm just saying I need a little bit more than one guy doing another guy. What could have happened is one of the people that was locked up probably talked. And that's how they know, right? If there's a park or a place nearby with people around, if you need to give your neighborhood space. No, I don't know. I mean, I want to give them space. I don't know if I need to. Also, you know, it's nice when I go to other locales, right? I just want to just find. We was at those other people's street. They was like, "Yo, who are you?" I was like, "Hey, look, boom, this is how many people are here." They was like, "Oh, okay." You know, shout out to that shit. What else we talking about? Put it in the chat. We only had 9:35. Sheesh, I started early this morning, huh? What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We on the Cenat. I hope I'm saying the guy's name right. We're in the Cenat stuff right now. Yeah, so somebody fell off the top of the vehicle that he was driving, and I'm assuming that they hit their head because they're saying that they were in critical condition. The new tax bill, I believe they signed it in. Basically, it's gonna raise the prices that companies have to pay for the cans that they use in canned goods. So there's gonna be basically a canned good tax that's going to be given to the companies that actually make the canned goods. Now, what do you think the company is going to do with that new price or that new tax that they've been hit with? You think they're going to pass it on to the customer, or do you think they're going to just absorb it? So yeah, so the Democrats have did what they keep telling you they're going to do: be hard on businesses. But when they're hard on businesses and they tax businesses and they tax corporations, the corporations just raise the price on the thing that they're selling and give us that price. And then the Democrats say that they're wrong for doing that. But why are businesses in business? They're in business to make money. So they literally are supposed to do that when they're hit with new taxes. So all of these times that these Democrats go on air, because these are the only ones that are saying it, the Democrats go on air and they start talking about how they're going to raise taxes on the corporations, raise tax on this business, raise tax on that business. That directly affects us in a negative way. They shouldn't be trying to keep raising taxes on these businesses. You understand what I'm saying? What they need to do is modify their spending. They're spending too much. Every time the Republicans, just so we could be clear, I'm going to say something, and this is not me trying to big up Donald Trump. It's just that this is the best comparison that we have to contrast against the situation that we're currently going through in our American, in America currently. So just so we could be clear, when the Republicans was in office, that was Trump. What Trump was doing was he was doing things that were benefiting big business. When he was doing things that was benefiting big business and he was writing them off on this and giving them tax breaks here and giving them tax breaks there, what happened to what we did? Our prices for things went down. What did the Democrats do? The Democrats complain that they're giving all of their friends tax breaks. What did the Greater Republic of America do? The Greater Republic of America agreed that these guys shouldn't get these tax breaks. Well, those tax breaks would directly lead into lower prices in the market for the consumer. So, I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand, man. I don't know. I say shit. I don't understand. I don't know what to tell you. So now what has happened since Biden has gotten into office? The Democrats got into office. A lot of those tax breaks went away. Now they're taxing big business and corporation. And what is big business and corporation doing? What they're supposed to do. Pass that tax on to their consumer. Because now to make the product has become more expensive. So therefore, by making the product and then giving the product to the company, to the public, since that has become more expensive, they have to raise the price that they charge the public because they're already charging us for the ability for them to bring it to the market. So now if it's more expensive for them to bring it to the market, the charges that they give to us for them to be able to bring it to the market also goes up. So the product becomes more expensive. If you needed a better explanation. If you needed a better explanation, like if you didn't get it. Ooh, sorry. If you needed a better explanation. If you didn't get it. So that's the issue. Sorry. Let's go stand over there for a little while. Yeah, so if you needed a better, I could stand in the sun for a little while. So that's if you needed a better explanation. You understand? Oh shit, I cannot gonna be able to read what y'all write. No, I'm not gonna be able to read. We'll walk around the corner or something in a minute. I'm not gonna be able to read. Let me keep my voice down. So if you needed a better explanation of what actually was going on. You understand what I'm saying? So that's basically what happened. So I'm not trying to shit on the Democrats, man. I'm just telling you what they're doing. You accept what they're doing as whatever you want to accept it as what they're doing. But I'm telling you what they're doing. They got you all tricked into thinking that when these companies get these tax breaks, that's the Republicans doing their friends a favor. When these companies get these tax breaks, the prices that we pay for things go down. You still don't want companies to get tax breaks? Who in the chat still don't want companies to get tax breaks? If you just still don't want companies to get tax breaks, drop it like a red dot or something. If you want companies to get tax breaks, drop a frost. I keep trying to tell y'all, we believe the system. We don't know how the system works. They've been lying to you. They've been manipulating you. Politicians in general, just so we can be clear. But they've been lying to you. They've been manipulating you. People don't even know how the system works. That's why every time I hear somebody argue to me, he's giving his friends tax breaks, I sit there and think, you know who his friends are? His friends are the people who own big businesses, man. By giving them tax breaks, that means that they don't have to charge as much for the product. I don't understand what your argument is. Are you just mad that somebody that you don't like is benefiting? You don't even know those people. Why do you care if they benefit? By them benefiting, you're benefiting. Anyway, so that part. That part, fam. I mean, I don't know. That's what I try to tell you. I think people just, they don't know what's going on. They just go with whatever they hear, saying the most aggressive bullshit a lot of times. A lot of times, if you, see, this is the problem with the time we live in right now. The more ignorant a person sounds, the more followers they get. So all you got to do is sound ignorant and angry. And the more ignorant and angry you sound, the more people think you're a leader. Like, this is weird. Before, when I was growing up, the more you sound like you knew what the fuck you was part of my language talking about, the more people understood your leadership potential and skill. Now people just think that you're a leader because you are more violent than the other guy. You ready to punch somebody in the face for no reason. You ready to kill people for no reason. You ready to go do that violence for no reason. You got a lot of money and drugs, so that makes you a leader. Not your integrity, not your intelligence, not your wisdom. That you have all of these earthly things. That means that you have the ability to lead people. So I say all that to say this. Dude, stop voting, right, to tax big business. I never tell y'all too tough what to vote and not vote for. But I'm telling you right now, if you want the prices for things to go down, big business need to get tax breaks. If y'all remove all of the tax breaks that these businesses get, it's not profitable for them to sell it at a low price, whatever their product is. If you really think these businesses are in business to break even, you think AT&T thinks about it like that? Yo, I can't wait to break even this year. This is what you think is happening? Oh man, we gonna break even. You think that this is what these big corporations is thinking about? Or are they thinking about making a profit? So we gonna make it harder for them to make a profit? Or we gonna make it so that they can make a profit easily, so they can make it so that the price of whatever the item is low? You want to know one of the real reasons why your PlayStations and everything up, the price is as high as it is? Didn't they put a tax on imported goods, especially when they come from certain places? Biden administration. Anyway, we've been talking economics enough. I don't even think people know we're actually talking economics and not politics. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Damn, it's early. That's it? We done? It's early. We done? Y'all don't got nothing else y'all want to talk about? We gonna go set up on that other street. I think they got trees over there for me to stand under. We done? I don't got no hat on. Oh shit, I gotta lock my door. I ain't got no hat on. 1 second. Get a hat. You said Jake Paul whooped Nate Diaz last night? I saw some of that clip. First of all, whoever's allowing Nate Diaz to still fight, y'all should go to jail. I'm just gonna say that real quick. Obviously, Nate Diaz is suffering from CTE symptoms, and he should not be out there fighting. Okay, let's just be clear on that. He should not be out there fighting. All right, Nate Diaz should not be out there fighting. So that. Shout out to Martin. Appreciate you, my brother, with the $10 drop. Yeah, Nate Diaz shouldn't be out there fighting, fam. It's crazy. I'm gonna tell you what it is. A lot of times people think he drunk. He not drunk. Those are CTE symptoms, man. I get it. People be thinking he drunk and whatnot, but that don't be him drunk. That'll be CTE symptoms. At least that's what I think it is. And they out there allowing that man to fight. They should be freaking embarrassed of themselves. That's despicable. But you know what you gonna do? He's already been known to be a guy that likes to party. Okay. I'm a big fan of gingers. Oh, good. We got a spot under the tree. I'm a big fan of gingers. Is that dog crap? Yeah, that's dog crap. So we're not standing over here. We're gonna go back to under the other tree. But yeah, so Nate Diaz should not be fighting, fam. I don't know why I don't understand why anybody is allowing him to fight. I think it's despicable. I think it's a terrible thing. I think that this is just one of those things that prove, you know, people is out here choosing money over everything. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't have fighting. Just like Spence shouldn't have been fighting. And then imagine this. Spence look. I just want to say this about the Spence fight real quick. Spence obviously looked like there's something wrong with him. And you're going to send him back into the ring with arguably with the best pound-for-pound fighter right now? What kind of shit is that, fam? Just think about that for a minute right now. He is the pound-for-pound best fighter right now. Freaking Bud Crawford. So you're going to send Spence back into the ring with him after we just saw him and he wasn't even able to... You know, he looked pretty bad, fam. That didn't look like Spence, man. That didn't look like Spence at all. He looked pretty bad, fam. He looked pretty bad, fam. It didn't look like Spence. We got a good spot over here. I don't know. I see a spot. Oh, shoot. They got some police situation happening over here right now. Dog, you scared me that time. Hey, little cuties. There you go. Hey, they got some kind of situation going on over here. Hope everybody's okay. What's up, my brother? Excellent.
That's Riot.
Riot?
Riot.
Yeah, Riot. It sounds like his name suits him.
Exactly.
Boom. Let's go. He's a little cutie.
Exactly.
Kylie, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm over here. Freaking birds. So they got some kind of situation going over there. I think that guy's complaining about something. I don't know. Police officer looks like he's like, you know what? He's like, I think somebody might just be complaining about nothing. I think the police officer looking at him like he might be complaining about nothing. He might be complaining about nothing. Huh? Okay. I don't know why the guy think I'm doing. He's pissed off at me. So I don't know what's happening. We're over here staying our distance. They tried to use Spence accident. Yeah, something's going on. That lady is pissed. This might be a Karen situation. I don't know. They talking to a lady up there on the stoops. So I don't know what's going on. We gonna mind our business though. This don't seem like nothing. They just arguing over some dog shit. She just mad about some dog stuff. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. They just mad about some dog stuff. Those police officers look like they doing a good job. Those police officers looking like they doing a good job. You know, you gotta listen to both parties. Somebody got a complaint. You know what I'm saying? They look like they doing a good job. I don't know what they're doing. It don't look like it's nothing serious. It looks like she's complaining about those two guys over there. Dogs, maybe. Maybe complaining the dogs is making noise in the morning or some shit. But how the hell you gonna complain that the dogs is making noise? They're dogs, man. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I mean, they're dogs. I don't know what she's complaining about. in the yard. But she out here with her American flag bathing suit on like she's in the 1930s though. She in the whole 1930s. She got her American flag bathing suit on. She's like, she's out here. She can't wait for the soldiers to get home. Let me get in this spot over here. Let me get in this spot over here. Telling you, man. Shout out to her though. I don't know what they complaining. She might got a good complaint. What the fuck do I know? Good Vibe says, I wouldn't say Jake Paul whooped anyone last night. I didn't see any whooping either. Yeah, he win, but he sure didn't do what he said he was gonna do. Jake need to go back to YouTube and stay his ass there. First of all, just in all fairness, I just saw clips, but that dude he was fighting got to be the hardest nigga to fucking knock out. He's like one of the hardest guys to knock out, right? Like, he likes getting beat up, as far as I can tell, right? Like, he's cool with that, right? They tried to use Spence accident as an excuse when he lost, but he won fights after the wreck. They just weren't on Crawford level. Nah, something was wrong with Spence, man. Something's wrong with Spence. And I thought something was wrong with Spence in his previous fight. I think we talked about it, but something was wrong with Spence, man. Like, it's not hard to tell. Something's wrong with Spence. Come on, we're not gonna do that. What up, Good Vibe? Salute. We're not gonna do that. We all know something was wrong with Spence. Come on, fam. I'm not trying to give him an excuse, but an excuse and a reason are two different things. Did he deserve to lose? He 100% deserved to lose. I'm not saying he deserved to win. What I'm saying is there's a reason why he lost. Some of the reason why he lost could just be Crawford's a better fighter. But we already know that Crawford is a better fighter. That's not up for debate. Crawford is a better fighter. That's not up for debate. But I don't think nobody's trying to give him an excuse. I just think that we all understand that there's reasons why things happen. She was raised it hell. I don't know what she's raised it hell by, but she was doing the right job. They talk to the lady, now they back there talking to them. That's what you're supposed to do. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Police are supposed to be peacekeepers, fam. Period. They're supposed to be keeping the peace. They showed up, they calmed everything down, they kept the police. Shout out to the Seagate police officers. What the fuck? That's what they supposed to be doing. Representing the 209, baby. All right? What's that, the area code? Yeah, so now they just talking to the dudes. I don't know what the problem is. I didn't want to go over there and get involved in it and make that a BBN thing. I don't know what the problem is. I set my distance. But, yeah, it looked like there was just an issue. Shout out to the dogs. I hope they're not mad because the dog is barking. That's crazy. Nothing you can do about that. It's a dog. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, I will say this much. Some owner, and also I think that guy's just walking other people's dogs. I think that's what he's doing. I don't think that's his dog specifically. So that it's not his job to have the dog conditioned and trained. He's just the guy that walks the dogs, I think. So that's not his job to have the dog conditioned and trained. You know what I'm saying? If y'all enjoying any aspect of this show, y'all can pull up to the Cash App, Super Chat, and or PayPal. Or you could just go cop some merch. Also, shout out to Shakai Clothing. He sent me this shirt. This is what we rocking today, Shakai. Nate Diaz says, the guy who gave Conor McGregor his first loss, he could take a punch, but Jake knocked him down and smacked him around the ring all night. Now he got a rematch with Tyson Fury's brother. From the little clips that I saw, I didn't even think Nate Diaz took the shit seriously, fam. He didn't even look like he was taking it serious. I'm not saying he could have beat Jake Paul if they were both in there serious. I'm just saying he didn't look like he was taking it seriously. Are we really gonna act like he was in the ring taking it seriously? We're not gonna do that, right? With all fairness, are we doing that? I'm just asking. I want to know if we're doing that. I Are we doing that? Are we doing that? Are we gonna pretend like Nate Diaz took that fight seriously? Or I'm just asking. If we pretending, then I mean we should go all the way. Oh man, I haven't taken a Nate Diaz fight serious in years. I think people just fight him because he's out there saying he'll fight anybody. So when a person can't find nobody to fight, they fight Nate Diaz. That's what I think it is, man. I think it's just that. When a person can't find anybody to fight, whether it's MMA or boxing, they go fight Nate Diaz because he's just ready to fight. He don't care. He'll fight you for free. Pull up to the bar. Tell me where the lie at. And we just seen him put somebody to sleep in real life, so don't act like the shit is sweet, fam. We just saw him put some dude to sleep in real life. So let's not act like the shit is sweet, because that ain't it. I'm trying to find because the sun is moving, so I'm trying to find a good spot where I could be able to be in the sun and talking to y'all, but also be able to lean up and see the comments. If Jake got beat like that, people would have called him every name under the sun, but when he wins, everybody says it wasn't that serious. You're a Jake Paul fan. Salute to that. I'm also not trying to say, okay, anybody getting in a ring, period, and gonna fight in a boxing match, period, they got cojones, they got balls. So nobody is not trying to take anything away from, at least I'm not trying to take anything away from Jake Paul. Jake Paul just started practicing boxing a couple of years ago. He's fighting against people who have been fighting their whole entire lives. So just the simple fact that he could get into the ring with them and trade punches with them, whether it's a real fight or whether it's a staged fight or not, is a serious accomplishment. I'm not trying to take nothing away from this man. I'm a person that believe, I know that boxing, I know that wrestling, pardon me, is staged. But I'm one of those people that understand that just because something is staged, that doesn't mean that people don't get injured. People got wrestling. Let's talk about wrestling for 2 seconds. People got wrestling confused. People think that since wrestling is staged, it's fake. Those are two different things. If something is fake, you don't have to worry about injury. When something is staged, you have to learn how to do it without injuring. Understand the difference. So even if this was a stage fight, fam, those punches were real. Even if this was a stage fight, any injuries that they accrued from this fight were real. The physical pounding their body took was real. Nobody is trying to take away from that. Shout out to Jake Paul, a real shout out, for becoming somebody that was able to go do the thing that they wanted to do. He probably loves boxing like I do. Then he got the money. He was able to get himself in a physical shape, and then he went and did the thing that he loves. That's probably what happened. No, I just explained why I absolutely respect Jake Paul for doing that specifically. Because he's going in there and fighting against people who's been training to fight since they've been teenagers. Young teenagers. You know, they got 10 years on him. 20 years on him. That is an accomplishment. I'm not trying to take nothing away from that, man. I just don't think that Nate Diaz is the guy that somebody beats and then they say, you know what, that was a serious fight. I just don't think that that's the guy that, you know, you beat and somebody says, you know what, that was the most serious fight since Muhammad Ali and George Foreman's. I don't think that that's the guy that you beat and people say that. I don't think somebody says, you know what, that reminds me of the Bruce Lee days. I don't think people says that, fam. I don't think he beats Nate Diaz and somebody says, you know what, he should fight Tyson Fury himself. I just don't think you do that. That's all I'm saying, with all due respect. I'm saying that. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not really saying nothing else. Let me plug this charger back in. Remember, you should look at some fights, especially any fight that Jake Paul is in, for the entertainment value. So if you was entertained, that's all that matters, fam. All that matters is if you were entertained or not. That's it. If you were entertained, then Jake Paul did what he was trying to do. Because he's trying to entertain you with all due respect. Shout out to Tunes. He says, yo, Fraud, salute. Speaking of boxing, you heard Clarissa Sears trying to fight a male boxer, Keith Thurman. We could talk about that. Good Vibes says, ask Connor how he feels about that loss to Nate Diaz. Last time I laugh out, that man needs counseling. Nate Diaz, I believe, suffers from some kind of brain trauma, maybe CTE currently. They're not going to be able to find out until after he's not here no more, obviously. I don't think he's pretending to be drunk as much as he might also be being drunk. Don't get it confused. But I believe he might also have some type of brain injuries that doesn't allow for his nervous system to operate appropriately. As far as Toon says, yo, Fraud, speaking of boxing, you heard Clarissa Seals trying to fight Keith Thurman. I don't think Keith Thurman should accept the fight, but I think Keith Thurman also can't do much real boxing anymore. I think he might have acquired some injuries. These car accidents that these boxers is having, or these people are having in general, is much more serious than I think people are really understanding. Anybody else ever been in a car accident before? I've been in a car accident and my car didn't even flip, fam. It didn't even flip. And I could tell you this as a factual statement. This is a factual statement. I was dealing with injuries from my car accident over a year after I was in the accident. It was like up until like 2 years I was dealing with neck and spine problems. Like even to this day, I still got a little bit of issue, a little bit of something. So I've actually been in a car accident. That dude was in 3, talking about Spence. He was in 3. Keith Thurman was in 1. So Keith Thurman might not even be able to box anymore at the level that he previously was able to box. So that's probably why he's not boxing that much no more. Just so we could be clear. This whole Clarissa Shields situation could have been set up by both of their camps. Because don't forget, Clarissa Shields, if she really just wanted to fight a man, she could say she wanted to fight a transgender, right? Imagine how many seats is going to sell if Clarissa Shields decided that she was going to go do a match against a transgender man or woman, whichever one was the one that's born a male and then decides that they want to turn into a woman. Imagine if Clarissa Shields wanted to fight against somebody like that. What up, 27 man? So what I believe is that both of their camps already spoke about this and came to a consensus. Hold on. You talking about Conor needed counseling because he lost to Nate Diaz. That is much funnier. Tori Mosley said, MMA is a whole other world. I never compare MMA to boxing. This is a fact. It's a lose-lose for Thurman. Even if he wins, he's punching a woman. I agree. I don't know what to tell you. But what it would do is show the difference between males and females. So while Thurman is a lose-lose in a greater scale of thing, it might be a win. Because now you're going to be able to see why people that's born men shouldn't be able to change and say now they want to compete against people who are born women. So it might be a lose-lose for Thurman, but it might be an overall grand scheme of things, it might be a win. Because you got these dudes, and I'm not talking about everybody that want to change genders, so we're not doing that. I'm talking about the specific group of individuals who are saying that they want to say that they're a female in order for them to compete against women in competitions. I'm talking that generally speaking, men would not be allowed to compete against women in. I'm talking specifically about those group of people, just so we could be clear. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. In this America that we're living in, they will 100% allow that fight. What are you talking about? In this America that we're living in, remember, women are 100% the exact equal of men in every way, shape, and form. Remember? So you think that this America is going to say that they have a problem with this? I don't think so. I think this America would encourage that. Tell me where the lie happened. This America says that women are the equal or better, and nothing about women is worse. Women are either equal to or better than men at everything, right? Tori Mosey says, yeah, allowing a nigga to box against a woman would be terrible for the women trying to compete against men, but maybe it'll remind women that they're not equal to men physically. No matter what happens, you're still going to have the group of people that's going to say that men and women are 100% equal or women are better than men. That group is not going nowhere because that's a mental illness. Toon says, bro, I can't lie. If that happens, he's going to beat her bad. He said he's only going to use his jab, but she's good enough to force him to do other things. So I don't believe he's only going to use his jab. She's good. If she fights a regular dude in the street, that nigga finished. She's good. She's not to be played with. So he's not going to just be able to stick to his jab. That's not happening. She's not a novice, fam. If he try to stick to his jab, he going to need CTE. He going to make it get bad CTE. He can't just stick to his jab, fam. That's not going to work. No way, shape, or form. No capacity. But I think that he's suffering from brain trauma. They went through a period of time where these dudes was fighting like 2-3 fights a year against the best competition. Remember? They went through that period of time where everybody was fighting. They was fighting every other month. They was damn near fighting. Everybody forget? And then all of a sudden that shit fell off a cliff. There's a reason why that shit fell off a cliff. Yeah, I don't think Spence should fight anymore. I don't think Spence should fight anymore. I've been saying the same thing about Keith Thurman. Like, yo, where Keith Thurman at? But, you know, if he is injured, he shouldn't fight no more either. Like, we got to love our avatars. But, you know, you don't want your avatar to end up like Muhammad Ali. You don't want your avatar to end up, you know, in a situation in which way they can't enjoy the fruits of their labor, you know? We don't want that to happen. I think that's the part, like, with the Cenat situation. I think that's the part that people forget, you know? You're a part of this community, or why aren't you trying to represent the community? You just want to be a part of the community to do shit, but you don't want to be a part of the community because you don't care about the movement. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what's the movement? Like, what are we trying to do? You understand? Why do you think sometimes when people come in here with certain energy, I'm like, that's not the energy, fam? And then they want to argue me that I should be acceptable of this energy that they're trying to project out into our community or from our community, and I'm trying to explain that I can't condone this type of energy. There's a reason for that. This is not me trying to control you. This is not me trying to control your opinion. This is not me trying to tell you what you can and can't think. This is me saying you're doing something that's really not acceptable right now. Could you stop? Could we conduct ourselves a little bit more responsibly? I'm pretty sure that there's many a times I've been irresponsible. I've never been the most responsible person. None of us have. But this might be a moment of clarity that I might be in where I'm busy trying to bring you to that clarity with me. Be more mindful of when people just want to be in your life to be disruptive. We don't have to condone. We don't have to co-sign. We don't have to be cool. We don't have to hang out with people that just want to disrupt our lives. They're going to say it's jokes, it's fun, they just having a good time. Why are you trying to shit on their stuff? But in reality, they're shitting on your stuff. You're doing a thing that you're inviting them to. Cenat was doing a thing that he was inviting people to. And people came and fucked up his thing. Now he has to pay the dividends. He has to pay for it. Not them. Well, some of them, yeah, but that's because they got arrested. This lady has her kid pissing in the fucking corner where the kids play fucking sports at. You people are just disgusting. Sorry, this is just disgusting. This lady had her kid pissing in the fucking corner over there where kids and everybody fucking play at. You people are disgusting. Fucking disgusting. Had they kid pissing right there in the corner. Look at this area, fam. This isn't the area where you just have your kids pissing at places, fam. You couldn't grab a fucking bottle. You couldn't grab a bottle. What the fuck? You couldn't grab a bottle or something. There's a whole urinal over there, by the way. There's a bathroom over there. There's a whole fucking, just so you can understand why I'm saying all this. There's a whole bathroom over there. There's a porta potty right there, fam. You see the porta potty? There's a porta potty right there, fam. She couldn't walk the little dude to the fucking porta potty. She had him pissed right there in the fucking street. She couldn't walk the kid to the fucking porta potty. Just disgusting. Couldn't even look for it, fam. Couldn't, because you can't miss it. So she didn't even look for the porta potty. She just pissed right in the fucking street. Fucking savage. Savages, fam. Just fucking savages. Fucking savages. I'm mad his mom had to see her son plastered all over. Wait, what are you talking about, Tunes? I'm so sorry about that. I just got distracted. Tell me what you're talking about. Tori Mosey said, can you believe Michael Irvin never got his ESPN job back after the hotel woman lied to him for harassing him? Yeah, I could believe it, because a lot of times these people is lying on them and harassing them because the company is trying to fire them in the first place. Who you think be sending out some of these hit pieces? The company is trying to fire them. She got all of that toys and everything else, and she got her son pissing right there. Fucking disgusting. There's a fucking porta potty right there, fam. The porta potty right there, but you so lazy and you so disgusting and you never had nothing nice, you couldn't just took the kid to the fucking porta potty. I don't know. His mom got to be used to seeing her son plastered all over the place. He's pretty famous. I don't blame the husband, by the way. I do not blame the husband, by the way. The husband's trying to get over to the porta potty. He don't know where the gate is at. Oh, no, he's going to go shoot basketball. Oh, because we always got basketballs out here in the court. We got a weird basketball court where the kids is always leaving basketballs out here all the time. So there's like always a basketball on the court. Anyway, let's get back to it. Just piss right there. Just right there. And there's a fucking porta potty right there. I'm so sorry. This shit just really pisses me off. They don't live here. They can't live here. They don't live here. They don't live here. They just visit. Just pissing on the fucking floor everywhere you go. What the hell, man? All right, let's get back to it. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Yeah, but Michael Irvin. Also, they be these big corporations be wanting to fire people, fam. When you be seeing these stories come out where the person is now all of a sudden being smeared, a lot of this is because these corporations already want to fire them mofos. They just need a reason. So they be like, what do we got in the chamber? They be like, well, he was in the hotel with this one chick. She said she didn't want to do it. we could get her to say she didn't want to do it. Oh, we can? Yeah, we can. Yeah, we want to fire that guy. I think I keep telling y'all, the number one thing to do when y'all start winning is to get a family. The number one thing to do when you start winning is you got to have a woman that's down for you, fam, or a guy that's down for you. You know, if you're the woman, you got to, if God is down for you, you got to go get your spouse and your family situation solidified. You got to get that shit correct, fam. If I did what, I'll be labeled it. If they who did what, they be labeled a child predator. What are you talking about? But yo, nah, for real, for real. Why do you think they're so mad at Homeboy? Hold on, a homegirl. Why do you think Hollywood is so mad at Johnny Depp's ex-wife? Why do you think Hollywood is so pissed off at her? Hollywood is pissed off at her because she had them cancel somebody that they didn't want to cancel. Hollywood is pissed off at her, fam. She went to people. I need for y'all to understand what actually happened to Johnny Depp. She went to people behind the scenes, showing them this so-called evidence to make everybody think that Johnny Depp was abusing her, when in reality, she created all of these evidence with false narratives. She just created situations that she started, then while she was playing the victim, she recorded. That's all that happened. Why do you think Hollywood is so pissed off at her? Because behind Johnny Depp's back, well, her initial thing was to show people all of this so-called evidence about him, which messed up his career. And then when she came public with it, it made it so that he got dropped from this. Why do you think Hollywood is so pissed off at her? They're so pissed off at her. Margot Robbie, who's her friend, also was catching backlash. That's how pissed off they are at her. Hollywood don't want you using those things unless they co-sign it. And if you trick them into using them against somebody, especially somebody that's bringing in the bucks, sheesh. Remember, when he got kicked off of the project, they tried to replace him with Margot Robbie. When he got kicked off of the Pirates, when they was gonna remake the Pirates without Johnny Depp, who was they gonna have as the lead? Margot Robbie. Now tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, fam. Tell me why I keep telling y'all what's happening all the time. Tell me why I'm so consistently correct when I'm telling y'all shit. Margot Robbie was getting dropped from projects. She's out there so happy that Barbie blew. She was getting dropped from projects. Look into that. She is fortunate that Barbie blew. She was getting dropped from projects, man. She's fortunate that Barbie blew. She's fortunate they needed to do a Barbie, because they probably don't have nobody in Hollywood right now that can do Barbie. She's like the only person in Hollywood right now that can possibly do that character. You understand? Now they're gonna go piss on somebody else in the other floors. Freaking people. Oh, I mean, if you see a guy pissing on the floor right at the damn park where all the kids playing, they probably do got a problem or a freaking issue. Mofo pissed right there at the park where all the kids are playing, fam. That's it, bananas. It is what it is. It is what it is. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Toombs says, I think that's part of the reason they're trying to get an ass out of the new Aquaman movie. That's the 100% reason. They might go back on that now because of how big Barbie is doing, but that's 100% the reason. They literally said that. She is so fortunate that Barbie blew. That saved her career. I promise you. I promise you that saved her career. Saved her career. She was done, fam. She cost Hollywood's billions, just so we can be clear. There's projects that he didn't do. They took him all the way out of the other movie. Remember the other movie? Grindelwald. He was playing Grindelwald. They changed the character. They are pissed off at Homegirl and her whole team, and Margot Robbie is part of her team. They pissed off at these people, man. They was out there telling lies on that man. That's why I keep trying to tell people, you can't bring me evidence of telling somebody just did something, fam. Because I don't know what happened before then. You understand what I'm saying? Like, why did that happen? You understand what I'm saying? Like, okay, why did that happen? So everything you did was after they did a thing. All right, so the thing they did is the problem, right? That's just, let's say what it is. So let's say I do something to you, and because of the thing I did to you, which was actually a bad thing, you do something bad to me then. I created that situation. Let's say I don't really do nothing to you, but you just want to pretend I did something to you. You created the situation. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. No idea when Tory is getting sentenced. Y'all getting kicked right now. Everybody is getting kicked right now. Because somebody check and see if my chat is on private. Everybody is getting kicked right now. I already know you are. I just lost about 30 people in a matter of like a minute. So I know that y'all getting kicked. There's nothing I can do about it. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it. I guess they opened my room back up and they letting you back in again. What else y'all want to talk about? I'm going to walk back around in my crib real quick. Let me see what the charge is on the phone. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. But I think that'd be dope, though. We get a basketball league. You only need 6 teams. But like I said before, we could get Coney Island NYPD team if they want to play. Seagate PD team if they want to play. Get an FDNY team, that'd be lit. And we got some uh, EMS services over here. Maybe they want a team. Maybe we can get 4-on-4 for 2 different conferences, 4 teams in each conference, 4 or 5 teams. If you get 5 teams, then that means that you could bring 3 teams out of each division, out of each conference. If we get a 10-league team, we could bring 3 teams out of each conference. But anything other than that, I would prefer to just have 2 from each conference. Because you got to really have something to fight for. I hate this everybody get a trophy thing. It's really upsetting. Who would definitely, you would not give me 30, dude. I got a lock, man. I'm a lock, fam. Before everything else, I'm a lock, fam. Legitimately. Like before anything else, I'm a lock. I'm just not. I just need to put back on. I ain't gonna lie. I need to get back on at least 25 more pounds. I'm a lock though, legitimately. I'm quick as shit. All right, I'm quick as shit. Relatively strong. Here we go, baby girl. You can have the sidewalk. Take your time. No rush.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. No rush. Take your time. You got it. Look how easy that is. I'm 27. Your knees can't hang, king. I'm out here busting teenagers' asses. 27 don't mean nothing, fam. That's 1. 2, I got a handle and a jump shot. I ain't scared of nobody. How about that? How you doing today? Okay. I got a handle and a jump shot. I ain't scared of nobody. How about that? How about that? Ooh, this is a good spot. How about that? I got a handle and a jump shot, man. I got a legitimate handle and a legitimate jump shot. I ain't scared of nobody. How about that? Now, we can talk a little bit of trash. I'm fine with that. What up, Digger? We could talk a little bit of trash. I'm fine with that. I ain't taking the shit personal. I am not taking the shit personal. I got a legitimate handle and I got a legitimate jump shot. I ain't scared of nobody. I'm just telling you what it is, man. I ain't scared of nobody. If people understood how often I'm not even playing that hard, you'll understand what I'm saying. I ain't scared of nobody, fam. Half of the time I'm playing, I'm just trying not to get hurt. I ain't scared of nobody, fam. If I take off the me not scared to get hurt shit, it's gonna get crazy. I just be scared of getting hurt. Cause niggas is out here, niggas be jealous. They weird. Niggas always think if you start busting their ass, foul a little harder. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta be a little bit more physical, but like there gotta be a level of where you're ready to be physical, but you're not ready to injure somebody. You know? You gotta have that area there. I'm trying to level this shit out. Give me 1 second. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm an okay player. I'm an okay player. I don't generally get a chance to really take the Ferrari out on the drive no more, but I'm okay player. You let me be in a situation where I can play hard, I'll play hard. But most of the time, I'm not in a situation where I could play hard. Most of the time, I'm in a different type of situation. Like the people don't know I could. People on my team don't know I could play. So by the time I actually get the opportunity to do anything offensive, I'm already tired. You understand what I'm saying? Like when I'm ready to go, I don't get no touches. Then after I've been almost exhausted myself playing defense and running around like a maniac, now the people on my team want to pass me the ball and they want me to score. So I'm like, what the fuck, fam? That's why I don't be wanting to play with people. Pardon me, it don't make sense. Yeah, all they got to do is stick their foot out under you when you go for a layup and rebound and hurt you. Yeah, I used to I used to have a lot of injuries to my ankles because people used to do that a lot actually. And they used to do a different thing when I was growing up where they would just flat out grab my arm. So um, we used to fight. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like when you play basketball at a high level against high level competition, there's a fight happening. Like, there's literally a fight. I'm dribbling the ball with this hand, I'm fighting with this hand. I'm crossing over, now I'm fighting with this hand. Now I'm hitting you with the crossover, I'm fighting with this hand. So that's what I mean by a lot of times people don't understand how physical basketball actually is when you go to the next levels. You understand? That's why one of the main things I try to express to the kids that y'all got to stop caring about fouls. Let the refs care about those fouls. You got to play through them shits. A lot of stuff that y'all call fouls out here in the street, they're not going to call fouls when you play an actual game. And a lot of shit that y'all do out here in the street are actually fouls. Like, there's a fight going on, fam. Pardon me. One of the best examples of somebody who does that in the NBA right now really well, or gets away with it. I don't want to say does it well, but gets away with it. Bird. I would show you how close the damn birds get. I don't know what to do. Nobody feeds anybody over here, fam. So you getting, I don't understand. Anyway, so yeah, so it was just a different, is James Harden. Watch James Harden. He's always fighting with his offhand. So you gotta fight with your offhand. You understand what I'm saying? I was playing with one of the kids the other day, so I'm playing him in a one-on-one. I was so freaking impressed. So let me tell you what impressed me. So I had not played against him in a one-on-one in the longest. And normally when we play against one-on-ones, especially when they're young, I let them just practice shooting over the top of me so they could know how it feels to shoot with defense on them. So I'll just mostly stand in front of them and let them shoot. If they make it, they make it. If they don't, yada yada, we play. We see how it works out. How you doing? We see how it works out. All right. Who is that? She a whole cutie. We see how it works out, right? So I'm playing against Eli, the Booker Eli. I'm playing against Eli. These kids, and then I realized they're all doing this. They're shooting the ball and immediately boxing out. Like, immediately. So I've been watching them play against the other adults a lot because they're usually on my team and the adults is on the other team. And they've been getting a lot of rebounds. But now I understand why they're getting all the damn rebounds. These rap bastards is shooting the ball and immediately boxing out. Because now they play so physical. You understand what I'm saying? So that's like one of the main things we need I'm instilling in them. And so now I go and I watch them playing basketball or training these kids playing basketball over here. And this is not a knock on none of the coaches. They were all doing an excellent job. But I was watching the kids because this is a kids thing, not a coach's thing. And I'm watching the kids. And he couldn't even get the kids to go around the cone and go low when coming around the cone so they could spring up. Because you're coming around the cone and you're going low because you're getting under the defender and you're coming up and you're springing up on the other side where you're going to catch the ball and shoot. You understand what I'm saying? He couldn't even get the kids to do that. So now I'm looking at the kids that I work with and I'm seeing the things that they're picking up that I'm not even telling them to do. It's because of the other instruction that I'm giving them that they're just doing this like organically. Because I do yell box out. I do yell get fit. I yell things at them when I'm training them. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just seeing how they're just picking up on things that is just... Other coaches seem to have a hard time trying to instruct people to do. I'm trying to tell you, I train differently. I teach differently. I don't teach how these other people teach. They all teaching their kids all the same skills. Good morning. They're all teaching their kids all the same skills, which is fine. But I was impressed. I was like, look at all the heart in this little nigga. I was impressed. He was getting to the spot before me, making it so that in order for me to grab the rebound, I might have to foul him. He was getting to the spot before me where if we were complementary size and weight, it's his rebound. And this is off the shot, not somebody else shooting and then him boxing out. This is him shooting the ball and getting directly into reach. So it was just absolutely, I was just so impressed. Shout out to Eli. The book of Eli. Shout out to Eli. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. They just always, I'm just so proud of them. Like, even if, whatever, I'm just proud of them. I see the advancements that they made. I'm just really proud of them. You can't help anybody that don't want help. So I'm so honored to be somebody that they thought was a good enough player for them to pay attention to. I feel honored. What else we talking about? Put it in the chat. What else we talking about? Put it in the chat. Maybe we walk to, I gotta plug this phone in. Maybe, I wanted to go to this bathroom real quick. All right, come on, let's go to the bathroom real quick. Maybe we walk to go get some lunch. What time is it? It's too early. We still got a little bit of time. This is Groot. This is my tree. This is my lawn. I'm feeling good about my lawn. That's what I tell you. I'm feeling good about my lawn. I wish I had some more lawn gear. If I had more lawn gear, I'd do some lawn work today. I want to clean up all of this stuff right here, but I need more lawn gear. I used to have a much larger lawn, twice, by the way. Much larger. I prefer this size. The other one was just, it was too much. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was too much. Give me 1 second, we'll be right back. It was the other one was just too much. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was a lot. Give me 1 second, we'll be right back. We're gonna go stand in the spot we was just in for a little while longer, and then we're gonna go and wait until it's lunchtime, I guess, and then we're gonna go pick up some lunch from somewhere. If anybody has anything they think I should get specifically, put it in the chat. I'm probably just gonna go get Popeyes. They ain't had no coleslaw yesterday. I wanted coleslaw so fucking bad. I like coleslaw. I'm so stressed. He's walking his dog. This damn dog. You ain't see the guy. You don't know the joke. They eat the berries over here that fall from the tree. That guy's gonna have to go in the tree right now, Cap. There you go. In the tree. All right, there we go. Let's move that back some. All right, what we talking about? Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, best plays in it. Yeah. How you doing today, my brother?
All right, babe.
Good morning.
You a photographer?
For me, I do YouTube.
Oh, YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Oh, what you doing?
Right now we're just talking about hip hop news, stuff like that. We on sports right now.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah. Appreciate you.
That's cool. All right, bet.
Appreciate you. Salute.
You, babe.
All right. It says Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, best players on the U.S. men's team. I like Anthony Edwards a lot. Obviously, Nick fan. I like Jalen Brunson. Brandon Ingram would be a great third option for them too. New American basketball has a problem, and the problem is AAU. Once again, these players all have the skills, but they don't have the. Okay, so. Why do we have so many moves that come from other countries that are now coming into the NBA and they're becoming staple moves? Anybody else notice that? We have moves that come from other countries that now NBA players and American players are now picking up, but they originated in other countries. I think like everything in America, we've lost our ability to be creative. Everybody is so busy trying to copy off of everyone else and emulate what everybody else is doing that people aren't flexing their creativity anymore. So I got a kid that plays basketball, right? And one of the dopest things about him is this. This is one of the dopest things. He keeps trying to do these layups that I think are impossible. But I don't tell him to stop doing the layups. Because who am I to tell him that this is impossible? You might be able to work this shit out. You might be able to figure out how to make that impossible layup possible. Why am I going to try to stop your dreams? Make sense? Morning, my brother.
How you doing?
All right. Does that make sense? I mean, he's constantly trying to do these impossible layups. Nobody could do these things. I don't care how much hang time you got. But who am I? But who am I to crush his dreams? He might figure out how to make the shit possible. I might not just be able to see it. And this is what we have to stop doing to the next generation. Stop telling the next generation that they can't do a thing because you can't see it. Maybe it's not meant for you to see. And I think that that's a problem. So that's another, like, my kids all got their own personalities, man. But they all got the shit that they play with. They all play ferocious, but they all got their own personalities. And I don't try to stop it. I encourage it. But that's the problem with American basketball and basketball in all of these other countries. Everybody just do the same moves, man. Everybody got the same moves that they practice. That's it. I want to see somebody go master the Jordan fadeaway and bring that back to the NBA. I don't know why nobody has done that. I don't know why nobody hasn't looked at Michael Jordan and say, you know what? I'm not trying to do none of these newfangled moves. I'm 6'6", 6'5", 6'7", or whatever. I'm going to master all of these Michael Jordan moves and go back. I'm going to master some of these, just master all of Michael Jordan moves and then bring them shits to the NBA. You'll still kill. Those moves are still spectacular. All you have to do is have, you know, the requisite athleticism, the drive, a whole bunch of other shit. You're not going to be Michael Jordan. That's not going to happen. But at least you have a working template. You have something that you're working from that you know works. That isn't what everyone else is doing. All of these kids go to the same camps and all do the same drills. At what point when you're playing basketball are you going to have to catch another ball in your other hand while you're dribbling? You're never going to have to do that. So should that skill be taught? If that is teaching a different skill, absolutely teach it. Kawhi Leonard does have that fadeaway, and that's probably why he's my favorite basketball player in the NBA right now. If they do have that skill, but you're not going to need to do how to do that in the game. But you do know what they're going to have to know how to do in a game? Slap away players' hands. Let's get more with that. What are they going to do to have to know how to play, do in the video, in the actual game? Be physical. Accept contact. Know how to accept contact. Know when to give contact. These things are important. More important than people give it credit for. Other day, them dang kids was out there, thought they was gonna kill each other. So apparently they got some new game that they're playing when they're playing basketball, where they dive at each other on purpose while one guy's going for the layup and the other guy's going to block it. I think they out there killing each other. They fall on the floor laughing. So they went, this is how they are now. When I first got here, they cried over all physical contact. Everything was a fucking call. So whenever you saw them playing basketball, they shooting it, they going to the free throw line to take the ball out every other play. They just had bad influences. That's all I could say. Not every influence, obviously, but some of the influences they had were just bad. They just watched the grown-up players calling foul over everything. That's all. So they emulated it. They copied. Dude, that's the thing they tell people to watch out for me at the park, my Jordan fadeaway. This is not cat. That's the thing they tell people to watch out for me in the park, my Jordan fadeaway. This is not cat. That's why I'm saying, just master the Jordan fadeaway, fam. I promise you. Coaches keep kids from shooting fadeaways because it's not effective for most players. Jordan was just great at shooting and it made it look easy. No, first of all, people are now shooting step backs like crazy. Step back and the fadeaway is damn near the same thing, in my opinion, just so we can be clear. Fadeaway helps you create space. That's one. Two, whether coaches are, the fact that they're not teaching the fadeaway, if you got a coach that's literally not teaching the fadeaway, I think that that's bad. I think that, okay, so I train myself to shoot from different points. Like, I have my regular free throw shot. That's my regular shot that I shoot. I train myself to shoot from this point. I also train myself to shoot the Jordan fadeaway shot, which is its own release, just so we could be clear. And I train myself to shoot actual jump shots, which is their own release. And I train myself to shoot set shots, which is its own release. So I think the actual issue is that when they're teaching these players, they're all teaching these players that they all have to have the same exact form of shooting every single time they shoot. That's going to inhibit their ability to use their imagination. So you don't want to shoot. You don't really want to teach that you have to shoot one form every time. I teach form shooting different. I'm not going to explain it here because I don't want to give away the jewels. But I teach form shooting different. And as y'all seen, because y'all seen video footage of the kids playing, all of them could shoot. With defense on them, wide open, absolutely all of them could shoot. This is factual information. I'm not going to tell you how I'm teaching the shooting to them because I'm not going to give the formula away for free. But I don't teach them to shoot like other people teach them to shoot. I teach them using their own imagination. It's different. Good morning. Oh, she must have moved in recently. I don't know her. Cutie. Tori says, it's great if you perfect it, but shooting charts show that fadeaways have the least percentage. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm telling you right now, I'm at the regular park and I'm probably hitting fadeaways that's damn near the only shot I shoot, fam. I don't know what to tell you. That's damn near the only shot I shoot. One kind of fadeaway or a different kind of fadeaway. So I hear what you're telling me. But I'm also telling you, I believe that these coaches are teaching wrong. So by you telling me that coaches aren't teaching something, that I'm saying is something that coaches should teach, while at the same time I'm telling you, I believe that these coaches are teaching incorrectly. So you're literally agreeing with my premise that coaching is being taught in a different manner than I believe it should be taught. Just so we could be clear. Just so we could be clear. That's almost the only shot I shoot. That's the shot everybody is concerned about me shooting at every park that anybody knows me at. The fadeaway. So what does that say about me? Maybe you're saying something about me that I'm not picking up. Maybe you're busy trying to tell me that I'm a better player than I even think that I am, because I literally, my main shot is the most difficult shot to shoot, so coaches don't even teach it. So I'm not 100% sure what you're trying to explain to me, but it sounds like that's what you're saying. Pardon me. We got 63 people in the room. Hit that like button. Let's send out some notifications. So that's what you're telling me. I shoot the most difficult shot. The shot that I shoot is so difficult, coaches try to teach against shooting it, and I've mastered that shot. So I don't know. That's what you're saying, fam. My kids shoot the fadeaway, and pretty good for the most part. And the step back. I think I know that kid that just rolled past on the skateboard. I wasn't paying attention. My kids shoot the fadeaway and the step back, fam. Are you trying to tell me that I'm a better coach than these other coaches? I don't know what you're telling me. Because I'm not even trying hard. I'm just dealing with them at how they deal with me. If they come to me and it looks like they want some, then I give it. If they look like they don't want any, then I don't. I just don't force myself. If they want some instruction, I give them instruction. If they don't want instruction, I don't. It's that simple. It's really just that simple. So any of the kids you see me work with, that's because they come in to work with me. That's not because I'm forcing myself to go work with them. I don't do that. All of my kids can shoot. Every last one of them. And a good deal of them have the fadeaway, and almost all of them have the step back. Almost 100% of them have to step back. What's up, my brother? All right. I teach different. I learn different. I teach the way I learn. I learn different. What up, birds? Chilling. I teach different. I learn different, so I teach different. I taught myself, for the most part. Not every skill, but many. Not every skill, but many. Not every skill, but many. Shout out to the people that pulled up on me and taught me the things that they did. I wouldn't be the player I am today without the assistance of quite a few people. That, they didn't have to spend time with me, but they did. They didn't have to, help me out, but they did. They didn't have to give me no advice, but they did. They didn't have to care, but they did. This is one Puerto Rican dude. I cannot remember his name. He used to... I could already shoot. Don't get it confused. But one of the main reasons why I work in the spot that I work at and why it's my hot spot is because that's where he told me I'm gonna get the most opportunities from. And when I first initially started playing basketball and I started getting passes actually to me, that's where they used to come from. I wouldn't be the player I am today without his assistance and him teaching me how to shoot from the side, because I didn't know how to shoot from the side. I don't even know how to shoot from straight on. There was people that was out there. There's a lot of people that was involved in making me go into it. There was a lot. God sent a lot of people. Like, there was a lot. What time is it? It's going on 11 o'clock. Y'all want to come to... Y'all want to go to Popeyes with me? If y'all want to go to Popeyes with me, put it in the chat. If y'all want to go to Popeyes with me, put it in the chat. I'm thinking about going to get some Popeyes. Only if they got coleslaw today. They don't got no coleslaw. I don't want to get no coleslaw 2 days in a row. We got any more comments? I only see one person. Only one person? You got any more comments? They want to go to Popeyes? Because, I mean, I'm going. It's just whether y'all want me to bring you with me or not. I mean, I'm going. I'm not going. It's just, oh, shoot, I forgot to plug the phone back in. It's just whether y'all going to come with me or not. They got spinach in Popeyes? You know what we should start doing? We should just start doing date night, where I get dressed up and I just go to a restaurant and we just be on live. I'll get the ghost peppers. You got to throw $5 in the Cash App. I'll get the ghost peppers. Pull up, Tori Mosley. Throw $5 in the Cash App. I get the ghost peppers. Yo, y'all don't want to start having date night? I mean, I'm not actually dating anyone, so it's just gonna be me and you guys. I don't actually got a woman, so it's just gonna be me and you guys. But we should start doing date night. I go get all dressed up like I'm going out on a fancy dinner, and I go someplace and I just eat by myself, and we be on the live. I'm not even sure if we going yet. Enough people didn't say y'all wanted to go. Dude, I'm trying to tell you, I don't know what y'all want. I do the thing that y'all guys support. When y'all support something, I do that. Or if it's something I just like doing, then I just do it anyway because I like doing it. Man, maybe we go to the bar more. I thought the bar was dope too. I mean, but we need, all we got to do is call up Darkwing. When we was playing pool, right? I'm good at pool, ain't I? We was playing pool, right? Yeah. Yeah, we can go to the bar. Why not? How y'all doing? We can go to the bar. Why not? Just let me know what day y'all want to go. However y'all want to do it. Remember, I go do the thing y'all want me to do for the most part. So if y'all want me to go do some shit, we go do it. Y'all gonna say y'all want me to go do some shit, and then the people that hate me is gonna come in here and tell y'all not to support it, and then y'all not gonna support it. So that's why that's why I tell y'all, like, I don't think we're gonna do any of this stuff. Y'all gonna say y'all want us to do a thing, and then the people that hate me are gonna tell y'all to not support it, and then you're gonna not support it, and then we're not gonna do it, and then y'all gonna say I lied to y'all. I'm telling you what's gonna happen. Y'all gonna tell me y'all want me to go do a thing. I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna go do the thing. I just need support to go do the thing. And then the people that hate me are gonna come tell you, don't support the thing. And then the thing that y'all telling me y'all want me to do, you are then gonna not support. I'm just telling you what's gonna happen before it happens, fam. So I hear y'all saying y'all like when I go places, but I also see the actions or the inactions behind it. So what's up? Y'all want to go? This is the last time I'm asking. Are y'all feeling like y'all want to go to Popeyes with me? This is the last time I'm asking. I just want to see some comments in the chat saying yes, y'all want to go to Popeyes. If we get enough comments in the chat saying yeah, we want to go to Popeyes, then we go into Popeyes. Period. I tell you what, we got 65 people in the room. If we could get the likes up to 30, then we go to Popeyes. I give it a couple of minutes. 35, because there's gonna be people that's gonna hit the like button and then take the like away. If we get to 35. I think that's fair, because I just want y'all guys to vote on it. I'm not, that's it. But yeah, that's why we don't go more places. Because y'all be like, yo, Frost, let's go do this thing. Let's go do that thing. And then I'd be like, okay, let's go do it. But I need support to go do the thing. And then the people that hate me, they pull up and tell y'all don't support the thing. So y'all don't support it. I wish I could get y'all to support things by telling y'all to support things as easily as they could get people to not support things by telling people to not support. I wish. I'm gonna meet Mrs. Frost where? First of all, oh wait, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna make her Mrs. Frost. Wait, where am I meeting her at? I need to be at that place. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I just expect for people to just give me bad attitude. Like, I just get, like, so often. I just expect it. Like, it seems like what I mean by I keep telling y'all, like, I don't live in the real world. People don't treat me in correspondence with my actual actions and the things I do and say. People treat me a totally different way. Like when we went to the library, you understand what I'm saying? Like, people don't treat me dependent on who I am. People treat me dependent on who the haters tell people I am. So I'm literally walking around being treated like a person that the haters are saying I am, and I'm not that person. So basically, I'm always getting treated fucked up. So everywhere I go, I'm being treated like a person I'm not. That's why I don't go nowhere. I'm not this person. I'll give y'all a couple of more minutes. If we get up to 30 likes, we're gonna go. We get up to 35 likes, we're gonna go to this Popeyes. If not, I'm gonna kill the live. I thought you was, hey, Tori Mosley, where you at? I thought you thought I should have got some ghost peppers. Fucking bugs, man. Morning. That's a win. Fucking bugs, man. That's a win. That's a whole win. What we doing? Put it in the chat. We at 30. I don't know if I should take the 30 because I know as soon as I start walking, the people are gonna. You have probably about 4 or 5 people that are just gonna take the like away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they just doing shit to just try to trick me at all times. All right, fuck it. Let's walk to the damn thing. If they don't got coleslaw though, I'm not getting it. Fuck, I did that shit like 4 or 5 times today. If they don't got coleslaw though, I'm not getting it. I was really upset they didn't have coleslaw. You ever put coleslaw on hamburgers? That shit tastes good as hell, fam. Yeah, come on, let's walk. We close this up. So, how you doing today, brother? All right. Nah, you good? You good? All right. All right. Homeboy taking this little cutie to the beach. So we're gonna go get all of the suns. I mean, the SUNs, by the way. Not fucking bugs, man. What we talking about? Put it in the chat. I really can't see the chat that well right now. And something like gotta wait to get to the. Gotta wait. There we go. The shade a little. I gotta wait to get to the shade. What else we talking about, fam? And look, I'm holding my damn tripod, fam. This is not. Koshes. Fucking. But that's why American basketball is suffering. What's up, my brother? All right. That's why American basketball is suffering, though. One of the main reasons why American basketball is suffering because they all doing the same thing. They all teaching the same thing. AAU has been a problem for probably the last 20 years almost. But I think you should send your kids to AAU. Don't get this confused. I'm not saying don't, if you can, you should send your kids to AAU. I'm not trying to say don't do that. What I'm saying is that I think the kids that really excel and make it are kids that do more than AAU. AAU can't be all that you're doing. Like, you have to be doing more. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You have to be doing more. Like, all of these camps and everything, they're probably mandatory now. Don't get it confused. It's smart, but you have to be doing more than that. You can't just be doing that. That's like the bare minimum. Learning the same skills that everybody else has. That's like the bare minimum. That's all they doing. They're just learning the same skills that everybody else has. Gotta do more than that. You gotta do more. Sheesh. Corvette. Alright. Corvette. Thanks, man. That's why I think I have the biggest difference of why when I leave out of particular, like the Seagate, and then I go, why the issue might be because the people that don't live in Seagate, they watch all of those haters channels. So they think that that's who I am. So they don't know they might be thinking they treating me like the way, you know what I'm saying, that's acceptable because they think that the liars and the haters, they siding with them weirdo ass niggas. And that's probably why I don't have the problem in here, because in here, I'm not dealing with people that watch all that weirdo ass shit. Or at least people that if they saw that, they not gonna, they gonna take it with a grain of salt. Like, who the fuck is these niggas? You understand what I'm saying? But when I go out here, now I gotta deal with the people that think that the weirdos know what the fuck they talking about. The people that, subscribe to the shit the weirdos say. Pardon me. You understand? So I think that that's the biggest difference. I think that that's why I get treated one way when I'm out here and I get treated a different way when I go out there. I think they just, out there they paying attention to what the weirdos are saying. So weirdo ass thing that these widows is thinking of. These niggas think I'm about that. So that's what I think is happening. Just so we could be clear, I think that that's happening. Just so we could be clear, it is what it is. I can't see what y'all writing, by the way. Put some comments in there. Can't see what you're writing. Yeah, so I think that that's what it is. That's why whenever I come out here, niggas think I'm gay. Niggas think I'm on drugs. Niggas think all type of shit. That's the furthest away from who I am. Like shit that don't even make fucking sense. So basically, I get harassed at every time I have an interaction with somebody. It's just harassment. Yeah, I just walked out with it. Fuck it, we gonna go. Cause I'm hungry. I'm gonna go pick up some food already. %. Ah shit. We gonna go walk down the other block. I'm gonna get hit with copyright problems. We gonna walk down the other block. I don't want a chance. I don't want to risk getting hit with copyright issues by YouTube. We was playing music the other day. I think we kind of skated on that. I don't feel like getting hit with copyright problems. We'll walk the other way. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Could I get our word for the day? Nope, they didn't send it to me. I gotta go check that app. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I know people be pissed. They be like, Jack Frost be in there sometimes and he don't be talking about nothing. And he be having a shitload of people in there with him. I know niggas be pissed. Good morning. I know people be pissed. They be like, Jack, he don't be talking about nothing. And he still be having like 50, 60 people in there with him. You know they be pissed. Because they got to work hard as hell. You know how much hating they got to do to get 30 people in their room? They got to do a whole year's worth of hating so they could get 30 people in their room. And I don't know. I'm not really even doing nothing at the moment. These niggas hate me, fam. These niggas hate my fucking guts, fam. Oh, Lord. But it says, the people... Good morning, gentlemen. That was odd. The people calling you something head deflecting. Of course they're deflecting, fam. The fuck is you talking about? I mean, no, I'm not coming at you. I'm saying, of course they're deflecting, fam. Have you seen the people accusing me of anything? You're right about that. Anyway, we had to walk this way because they had too much of the music playing over there. I didn't want to have to. YouTube, man. People don't get that. Like, they see you recording, so I get it. They think that they helping. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't think nobody's playing music because they trying to screw me over. I don't think that that's happening. I think sometimes people just be trying to be helpful. You know what I'm saying? We're going to play some background music for you. People can feel a vibe or whatever the case is. They don't know that I have, you know, they might not know I have, like, I get flagged for everything. So they might not know that I got to be careful about music being played in my background. So, no, this isn't me accusing nobody of nothing. They might not know. But also, remember, the haters be around with these people. So they might know. They might know. What the fuck do I know? I just know that I know. That's all I know. I know. So I got to act accordingly. No music. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We're going to make it on time next Saturday. Sheesh, fam. I'm just terrible with time. I used to get to everything early. I don't get to nothing early no more. I get to everything late. So this is an internal thing. This is something that's going on with me. I gotta face. Yeah, they don't know the YouTube rules. That's what I'm saying. So they don't know. They think they're trying to help. Pardon me. They think they're trying to help. They don't know. But also, you don't know what any particular YouTube channel problem they might be having with YouTube. See, some pages, they allowed to play music more than other pages. And something else you got to understand, a lot of people have YouTube, but they not monetized. So they're always playing music on their page, but they not monetized, so YouTube don't care. So they can't understand why somebody that's monetized can't be playing YouTube, can't be playing music. You understand what I'm saying? They don't, because they'll be like, well, I got YouTube and I play music all the time, but you're not monetized. So, it's a different thing with all due respect. So, just sometimes people don't know, and you can't tell them because, I find when somebody don't know something, you just can't tell them. And I don't have a good history of me trying to tell people stuff they don't know. That's what I'm going to say. Generally speaking, in my history of when somebody don't know something and you tell them, they really dislike you a lot. So I don't know if you should tell people stuff that they don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I have different experiences, fam. I'm just trying to explain to you. I have different experiences. I keep telling people that, but they keep telling me, nah, everybody got the same problems. I have different experiences, fam. My experiences are, thank you. My experiences are different. I promise you. They're just different, man. And they don't make any sense, so I get it why people don't believe me or understand, because they don't be making no sense. It be people actively doing shit that don't make no sense. So even if I explain it to somebody, they're going to say that don't make no sense. They're not going to believe it. So what you going to do? Anyway, what y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. Just got to be like, fuck it. You know what? If I never spoke to that person, I wouldn't have this problem. That's how I deal with shit. I'm just keeping it a stack, man. If I never spoke to that person, I wouldn't have this problem. I have this problem because I spoke to that person. 1 + 1 is 2. What we doing anyway? What we talking about? Put it in the chat. Remember, some people just want to talk with you so they can argue with you. They don't really want to talk to you. They just want to argue with you. They call it telling you their opinion. So they don't really want to talk to you. They want to argue with you. You have to hear their opinion. You don't got no choice. And what you don't understand is, I'm just going to say this shit. So I do this, right? You do understand when you do this, there's just a certain group of people that feel like you have to stop and listen to their opinion every time they see you. I promise you. Shit is bananas. People will stop you, and if you don't listen to their opinion, they're mad at you. Like, what the fuck, man? You can't be serious over here. Like, what in the hell? You just gotta smile, fam. You just gotta agree all of this shit is funny. Shout out to the NYPD, by the way. This is actually a pretty dangerous neighborhood, and they do a good job of staying visible, making sure that, the deaths and the shootings and everything is down. Shout out to the NYPD, fam. I know that's not popular to say because we're supposed to hate the police, but I'm happy that we have less deaths. I'm happy when our brothers ain't getting killed. I'm happy. I'm happy when we go days without shootouts. I'm sad when we have a day with a shootout. I'm happy when people could come outside and, you know, live life. They don't have to worry about, you know, that's stuff that we should be applauding, man. Y'all see what just happened downtown with that Cenat shit? Imagine if all of our hoods was like that, fam. Imagine if every adult or every person under the age of 23 decided to come outside and do what just happened downtown, fam. How the fuck you think we gonna live? We wouldn't be able to live, fam. There's not enough police, man. Keep that in mind. So this is the type of shit niggas gotta keep in mind. I'm just saying. Shout out to the NYPD, fam. And I live in Seagate. Shout out to the Seagate PD. Fuck that. I don't care what nobody think about it either. Tell them I said it. Okay, so I don't have to worry about this music that much because this is very unpopular music. How you doing? Let me get big box. Y'all got coleslaw, right? You get French fries? That's it? You get French fries and coleslaw. But I get be right back. Alright, we back. Sorry about that. I've been needing to use the bathroom sometime, man. Y'all gotta hook me up one of these days. Go ahead. Here. See this music, I'm not concerned. He don't even know if my money went through. He don't even know if my money went through. He just gave my shit. Come on, man, you good? Appreciate you. Dude don't even know if my money went through. This nigga literally just left me at the register before I even paid. That was shout out to that shit. This dude, yeah, that music's not necessarily popular. That other music that dude was playing on the other block, that shit was popular. I would have got in trouble. Yo, I could have got in trouble. Yo, that was funny as shit. The dude just left me at the counter, fam. You heard? He just left me at the counter. I hadn't paid or nothing. He just left the food and just went to the back. Shout out to that guy. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat, fam. We got 68 people in here, and we just bullshitting. We ain't even doing nothing, fam. We got 68 people in the chat. We bullshitting. We not really doing nothing. We just, I don't know. Tell me something to make jokes about. Y'all want me to clown something that's worth clowning, hopefully? Tell me something to make jokes about. I'll tell some jokes. We just hanging out, fam. Y'all tell me y'all want me to go live more often. We're going to try to go live more often. We just hanging out, fam. Coincidentally, this situation that happened the other day, where those rap bastards that was talking about defund the police, where they at? The next time you hear one of them fools talk about that stupid shit on their platform, please bring up this incident that happened the other day. Bring that shit up. These guys say anything. They just be trying to make people mad and angry. That's it. They say anything. They just be trying to manipulate your emotions. Why in the hell would you want to defund the police? That don't make, who you gonna defund next? The fucking fire department? That don't make sense. They were just looking for some way to get money from, because they can't steal no more money from the fucking schools. Y'all do know that, right? It's harder for them to cut the school's budget because the schools don't have a damn budget anymore. So they needed money from somewhere, so they tried to take the money from the police. Know what's happening. Know what's happening. Y'all don't be knowing what's happening. Y'all just be, not y'all, obviously. I'm saying some people. They don't necessarily be knowing what's happening. They don't be knowing. They just go with whatever anybody say because it sounds like the street hood thing to do. Anything that sound ignorant, they say black people stuff. I don't understand how y'all accept these shits. You know what? I do need to go to the supermarket. Fuck. You know what? I should have got a blueberry muffin. We going back to get a blueberry muffin. I want a blueberry freaking muffin. Oh shoot, what's the charge? 19%. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I want a blueberry muffin, fam. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Got 54 people in here, fam. We got 54 people in here. Not none of y'all want to talk about nothing. Y'all want to hear me go at the Democrats? I'm really pissed off at them right now because I'm thinking about that fucking defunding the police bullshit. Dude, think about that for one moment, fam. They really went on a 2-year campaign trying to say defund the police because they wanted to get Biden elected and they didn't want anybody to vote for Trump. So you wanted to say defund the police, making the police the ultimate villain while we living in big ass fucking cities where they can't even control the population and at any moment we could have a whole riot. Think about that for one moment. We live in a whole city where at any moment a riot could break out and we don't even have enough police right now to handle it. And these guys want to defund the police. Think about that for one moment. A whole riot. There's nothing we can do about it. Think about that for a moment. These freaking, you don't think they want to do it for a self-serving reason? You think they really wanted to defund the police because they wanted to do it for the greater good of the society? That's really what you thought? That'll teach the police a lesson. What? You mean arresting the guys that are actually doing the crimes aren't already teaching the police a lesson? Arresting the police officers that's already doing the crimes. That's what we should be trying to do. Basically, what they want to do is tantamount to one of your kids fuck up, so everybody got to get a beating. One of your kids fuck up, so that means none of us is going to Disney World. One of your kids fuck up, so that means nobody eating tonight. That's basically what they want to do. What part of that is fair? Had somebody come in the other day and have the nerves to say, I'm with the police. Nigga, I'm with people, fam. I'm here trying to speak for the people that's getting killed in our streets. I'm here trying to speak for the people that's getting abused. I'm here to speak for the people that's getting in all facets, not just the way you want to speak about it. I'm not here to defend people for being criminals. I'm here defending people for having the right to be alive, whether you're a criminal or not, just so we could be clear. We all got rights, you rat bastards. Let's get a blueberry muffin out this bitch. Dang, look at Shorty right here. Okay. Got some good ones too. What the fuck? Yeah, so let's get a blueberry muffin. I can go for a blueberry. I was gonna walk all the way back to the crib, man. And I thought about it. I said the blueberry muffin, fam. I want a blueberry muffin. I'm gonna want one of them blueberry damn muffins. It's gonna be a whole one. We got 61 people in the room. Hit that like button, send out some notifications. Yeah, I'm here for the people, man. Period. That whole defunding the police idea didn't make sense. I explained to you why it didn't make sense, man. It was a political move. They can't get money from the schools no more. Remember, they always taking money from the schools. I'm speaking specifically about the Democrats. Every time there's a thing going on where they trying to, I don't want to accuse them of committing a crime, but whenever they have to switch up the budget, they always take money away from the schools. They can't do that anymore. The schools don't have any money. So what they were really trying to do was take money from the police budget for everybody that don't get it. That's why they would say defund the police. It had zero to do with getting the police to do right. It had zero to do with public safety. Zero. It had everything to do with being able to funnel money because now they don't got places to funnel money. Catch up to the game, man. If you don't think it was all about funneling money, why do you think the Democrats are now sending all of this money to other countries? We have all of these problems in America, man. Why they not trying to fix any of them? Why they trying to take migrants from other countries, bring them to New York City, where we probably have the second largest homeless population in America? Explain to me how that makes no sense. So I'm just trying to talk from a logical standpoint. Why would they be doing this? Why do they put clinics up in our community? They put clinics up in our community so they can have nonprofits that they could then take money out of. Once again, it's all about funneling money, man. Not all Democrats. I'm not accusing all Democrats of this, just so we can be clear. I'm just saying that this is a practice that politicians use. And many Democrats use it, as long as also there are Republicans that do the same things. Just so we can be clear. Just to be fair. Hit that like button, send out some notifications. So yeah, so they on it like that, man. Just thinking about that shit. They had a whole raid yesterday in Manhattan. What you think would have happened if the police would have actually got defunded by a couple $1 million? What do you think? What do you think would have? Hello, how you doing today? All right. What do you think would have actually happened, man? Y'all keep listening to these Democrats if y'all want. I'm vote for the person who helps your household. That's the only way I can explain this. Vote for the person who helps your household. Whoever the politician is, that by voting for them, your household benefits, vote for them. Stop voting for people because of these George Floyd. Stop voting for people because of Breonna Taylor. Stop voting for people for these reasons. Vote for people because their policies help your household. How you doing? Could I get a blueberry muffin, please? Blueberry muffin? Yeah, I want to get one for free and one for, I'll pay for the other one. Oh, damn.
Take your mind, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I was hoping that was gonna work. I'm gonna try it again tomorrow with the other lady. Shoot, I got it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Oh, I got this camera everywhere. Thing going on. I was almost all the way home, and I said I need a blueberry muffin, so we had to come here. Yeah, so y'all keep over there applauding them Democrats. I can't wait for the next elections to come up so them freaking activists could start talking their shit and I could start scalping them. As soon as them activists pull up and start promoting Biden, as soon as them activists pull up, start to vote, start talking about defund the police, as soon as they pull up and talk about any of these fucking points that they was talking about that hurt our fucking community, I'm coming after them. Activists or not. As soon as y'all come out and start talking about all of that stupid shit that y'all now put into effect that's hurting our communities, as soon as y'all come out and start talking about anything, I'm coming straight for y'all. Just so y'all know. And I might pull up at some of y'all press conferences and ask the appropriate questions just to put a little bit more fucking fire under y'all feet. Y'all out here messing our people up by having our people go and vote for agendas that don't help the community. You people need to lose your jobs. Y'all not even freaking elected to those positions. People just believe that you know better when you don't. Defund the police. Mad at... Yo, dude, do you understand that they was busy getting mad at Trump because Trump didn't want to tax big businesses? As soon as they got into office, they start taxing big businesses. And now look what happened. Everything costs a grip. Now the price of everything went up. Why did the price of everything go up? Because fucking Biden decided that they're going to tax all of the businesses. So the prices of everything went up. Please know what you're voting for. Please stop being stupid. I bet you y'all would have took a fucking sales tax now. I bet y'all would have took a sales tax increase now. I'm just saying. So would have took a sales tax increase now. Curiously enough, all of the things that I told y'all was gonna happen is currently happening, involving our political atmosphere, as far as the way that their positions was gonna, you know, affect the community. I'm probably 100% on those guesses, fam. All right. Just so we could be clear. Niggas is weirdos. Pardon me. With all due respect, and I'm not gonna name no names specifically, but with all due respect, these people that y'all think are smart because they're your activists, a lot of these dudes ain't smart, fam. A lot of these dudes, they're literally reading from a pamphlet and telling y'all what people are telling them to tell y'all. Literally, that's what's happening. Literally, that's what's happening. I'm not gonna call nobody out. I'm not gonna do that. Even though if I do call some people out, I'm gonna have a lot of people that know, and I'm gonna have more people that's gonna believe me because I just don't like those people. But I'm not gonna call them out because as of right now, they're doing so much actual good also. So that's why I'm gonna wait until the next opportunity arises where they get a chance to do the right thing. I'm gonna give them not like I'm doing anything for anybody. I'm just BB and Jack Frost. Don't get it confused. But think about all the things that we say first over here, first, and then other people pick up on, and other people start carrying. There's a lot of shit we say over here first, and then all of a sudden, other people start picking it up, and other people start carrying it. So I'm coming for all these fake ass activists. I'm just gonna wait for them to be fake the next time. You understand? There's no reason for me to shoot at them right now. I'm gonna wait until they do the thing, and then I'm gonna explain it to you, and I'm gonna shoot at them then. Because these guys, they're not helping the community, fam. They're doing the opposite. They're not helping the community. And with that being said, I don't want to see another one of them get arrested for a stupid reason again. I don't want to see no more stupid ass freaking arrests. I'm not gonna respect none of them getting arrested for any more stupid reasons. It better be a good reason. I don't want to see no more. We're gonna go create a problem somewhere on purpose, all right? We're gonna go create a problem somewhere on purpose so we can get arrested, and we're just doing it for the cameras. I don't want to see no more of that. I want to see zero of that. I don't want to see no more of that. You're not doing that no more. That's counterproductive at this point. We need something else. There was a point in time where that was important. It's not important no more. We all know that there's issues. You don't need to point at the issues. pardon me, we all know that there are issues. You only need to point at the issues. I don't know if they're backing into a driveway or if they turning around. I don't know what they doing. I saw you. I wasn't walking in the middle of the street. You saw me looking back at you. What the fuck? Not we end for you. We've in for you. Ha! I was trying to figure out that license plate. I think that lady thought I was gonna walk in front of their car though. I was in another world for a split second. Heavy concentration. You're gonna grab some lemon poppy seed joints. What, wings? Nah, these guys are terrible. They're supposed to be our activists, but they're not helping us. The shit that they having us do, they're not beneficial to us. It's not helping the community, fam. They're supposed to be trying to help the community. They pushing agendas. Tell me where the lie's at. I don't want to hear no more about why we should vote for this person or that person because of Breonna Taylor or George Floyd. I don't want to hear about that. If you want to tell us about how those situations are still playing out, thank you very much. Yes, please do. But don't tell us that we should vote for this person or we should vote for that person based on those situations anymore. I'm not doing that. That's manipulation. The situation is over. At least not over, but it's at the point where it's not applicable to any future elections. Unless what? Somebody that was from the state where the shit happened is about to get elected. I don't want to hear about it. Unless somebody is that's about to get elected that was in charge when that shit happened, I don't want to hear about it. Morning, my brother. I don't want to hear about it. There's no reason for me to hear about it. I don't want y'all using Breonna Taylor and George Floyd no more to get these people elected that's going to do all of the shit that's going to screw our communities over. We're not doing that no more. When next time these activists start talking about who we should and shouldn't vote for, we want to know about policies. We don't want to know about current events. Morning, my brother. All right. I tried to dap him up. We want to know about policies. We don't want to know about current events. All right? We want to know about what that person plans on doing when they go into the office and how that's going to help us as a people. We don't want to know about they walked in a fucking a march. We don't want to know about they did some activism over there with those people. We don't care about that no more. We want to know how electing them is going to resonate with our life or how it's going to affect our life as American citizens. That's what we want to know. We don't want to know no more of that other stuff.
I like it.
Pardon me, ladies?
It's okay.
Ladies. Yeah, so that's what we want to know. We don't want to know no more about vote for this person because they was marching or vote for this person because no. We want to know what are y'all going to do and what you have already done as a politician that would lend to the idea that this new thing that you're going to tell us that you're going to try to do is possible. That's what we want to know. That's all we want to know. We don't want to know no more about let's stop trauma voting. We don't want to trauma vote no more. No more trauma voting. Okay? We're not trauma voting no more. We're not voting for people because of trauma no more. We're voting for people because we expect change. Or if not change, we expect the same course, them to take the same course that's already going on. We're going to vote for people based on vote for the person that helps your household. There's no better way to say that. Who's the person that helps your household? That's who should get your vote. I'm not asking for you to vote the person that helps my household. I'm not asking for you to vote for the person that helps your neighbor's household. I'm saying you should vote for who helps your specific household, period. Period. Vote for that. Period. Once you start voting for people on the parameters like that, you stop trauma voting. I'm not voting for nobody because some bad thing happened over there and we're trying to prevent it. No, there's shit that we need to try to create, okay? Let's vote for the people that's going to help us with the things that we need to try to create for our communities. Not the people that's going to try to correct mistakes that's already happened that you can't even correct at this point. That don't make sense. I keep trying to tell you, they have us voting for people that's trying to correct the problems of the 1970s. Though we have new problems now that we need to tend to. We have problems now that are new, that are not the 1970 problems. And these are facts. How y'all doing? These are not the 1970 problems. These are the 2020s problems. Those are the problems we need to fix. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. And please stop voting these freaking people in their 90s into the freaking office. How are y'all voting people into office that's in their 80s, fam? How is somebody getting voted into office in their 70s, fam? If that person wasn't a politician, y'all be looking to put that person into a home. Tell me where the lie's at. But because the person is a politician, you looking to put him into office? Explain this to me. I need all of the explanations. I need to understand how these are things. I'm here, I'm listening. Anybody want to try to explain it to me? Maybe I don't understand. Maybe I don't have the capacity to understand how we are going to make a vote based on a tragedy, but not make a vote based on our future. Also, whether y'all paid attention to this or not, the police shootings didn't go down. They just stopped reporting them. Y'all know that, right? Police shootings didn't go down. They just stopped reporting them. Y'all do know that, right? Look at my lawn. It needs to get better. There's some gotta get some work. Yeah, police shootings didn't go away, fam. They just stopped reporting all of them. You do know that, right? See, they got a lot of y'all believing that they went away. They didn't go away. They just stopped reporting them. The activists just stopped chasing after the stories. That's it. Anyway, we're going to get back into the crib. How you doing this morning? I see you with your coffee. Good, sir. My neighbor, good guy. I'm about to let y'all go. I'm going to get up in here. I'm going to go eat this food, have my lunch. I'm going to try to go live again later. Actually, if I wasn't about to eat lunch, I actually would have just stayed on the live. I'm enjoying the conversation. We still got 56 people in the room, so y'all having a good time. We're going to come live again. Let me eat my food, I guess, and charge the phone, and we're going to come live again. I'm having a good time with the live today. Also, I expect to be playing basketball at some point today. So maybe we do a live at playing basketball also. With that being said, I love y'all. Everybody, please go out there, do something positive, stamp God's name on it. When I ask you to do these things, I'm not just because I want you to pay it forward and I want you to be a good example to the community, but I also want all of us to go to heaven. I want all of us to be doing what God's will is, so all of us could make it to the cherished land. So I'm not just saying that because I want you to go do good stuff into the world. I'm saying that not just because I want you to be a good person, but I'm saying that because I want you to be saved. And I want you to live inside of God's will, inside of God's graces. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you, and that's all I got on this one. I'm out.